butt cheeks.
This is why I make sure y'all are unmuted to start with.
How
Hi.
dare you?
Hey, listen.
The white lady is trying to mute the POC.
I said y'all are the first to speak even before me when I flip over.
Classic.
Anyway.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We should let the white woman speak first always.
Yes, sir.
I learned that from panels last week.
Go.
Damn.
Well,
Got her.
Welcome everyone to Act 2 of our 3-part Season 2 finale. Yeah, you heard that right. We only have one episode. God damn it, Robo, you son of a bitch! Why are you doing this?
Oh my god.
You must have a folder.
Why are you acting that way?
You must have a folder on your desktop just with pictures ready to go.
Oh, you know what?
Pictures of what, Jordan? Please explain to the
explain
the crowd
to the
why you're changing the color of your shirt.
Not everyone is in the Zoom chat, so they can't see this. What's happening right now? So you might
Ooh,
as well
don't worry
get
about it. It's spicy, is all I'll say. I'm gonna. Okay. Hi. What's my name?
It is amazing how flustered you get. It's amazing.
Because of a nipple.
Because of a nipple.
Because of a nipple that honestly looks like a pepperoni slice.
It does look like a pepperoni.
It does.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yes, I do. Yes, I absolutely fucking do.
Oh, God, this would be great for our editor to just super cut all the times that I get flustered. Anyways, I am your storyteller D&D Jordan Lee, joined by this phenomenal and potentially horny cast. A very special thank you
The
to
only person horny is you, honey.
Stop it! Y'all stop it! I am going to... Y'all messy as
This is what you get for being aloe.
Damn.
Wow.
Anyways, a special thank you to our sponsors and affiliations, Found Familiar, Friday Afternoon Tea. Make sure to use D&D Jordan Lee and AmpistranoDND when you check out for a percentage off of your order. As it does help to support the cast. I'm not even looking. Also, thank you to Idle Champions. You can go check out their game right now. I'm ignoring all of you. As well as check out the code below. I'm not looking. I'm so tempted because I am that curious bean. You can go and check out the code below or by entering an !idle to get a code which you can use in the game, which will give you an Electrum chest. Keep on going, y'all. I'm oh boy. Anyways, we have a couple quick announcements before we dive into our episode. I'm gonna have Robo go first because Robo chose this chaos. Why don't you introduce yourself? I hate all of you. I just looked over. Why don't you introduce yourself, where we can find you, and who you're gonna be playing today, and any announcements you might have. I hate all of you.
It's me, Robo Goblin. My pronouns are any old pronouns. What the hell was I gonna say? I don't believe I have anything to announce. I don't think. If you can go to my Twitter, which is @TTRPKs, that's where all my information will be. And today I'll be playing. I don't even know. There it is. Safrina, the Tiefling Ranger, and her pronouns are she, any. So, and that's it. That's it for me. I'll pass it to April.
Thank you, Robo.
Hello, hi. I'm April. You can find me everywhere is April Reagan, and I'm playing Dibbins. The Goblin Artificer. Oh man, I didn't take any notes last time. Where am I now? Oh shit, where am I now? Someone else go. Who's next? Fair.
Hi, I'm Farron. I'm going to be playing Astarion's Nipple today. Just for joy. She off screen, y'all. I got her. No. Aw, so cute.
Hold on for a moment. Does this technically count as a +1 on the moist counter?
Yes.
I don't know, but maybe if they... never mind, I got stuff.
April!
Oh
my god, Robo, you're so smart.
So, TPK happening today!
How do I do this? Here we go.
But in reality, kind of. I'm playing Carol Valrith, your draconic bloodline sorcerer. Her pronouns are she, they. My pronouns are she, her.
Thank you, Fair.
Oh, whoever wants to go next, I don't care.
Lamia, stop it.
Prince, go.
Hello, it's me, Prince, aka Dimples and Nice, aka Moist Nipples. I mean, I'm going to be playing Coriel Astra Sephiris, a Sapphire Dragonborn talent, psionic. I'm not doing anything else. It doesn't matter. I'm Viking Jordan. That's all we need to do. It's fine.
I love it. Amazing. Sin.
Hi, my name is Sinziak, of the he and the they pronoun on this episode of Ampistrano. And I am playing
Timing, April.
Tola Suni, of the Lunar Harp, who is your resident drow bard, who may have a secret or two and know some things about some things. Maybe too much about too much and not enough about not enough. Whose pronouns are they and them.
I just want everyone at home to know that literally the Zoom chat is nothing but Astarian thirst traps. I just want that noted.
You know, we wouldn't keep doing this if your reaction wasn't so fucking funny.
Listen, hey.
Because let's be honest. The four of us here are ace, and then Prince is straight, but he would probably is Astari your type? Prince? No. So and then
Starry doesn't do it for me.
So
I feel like this is a Carlac main right here.
Oh my god!
Wow. These are just escalating.
They really are.
Okay,
This is
wow.
clean shaven. Good to know.
You know what? Yeah.
It's just all in the archives.
He shaves everything.
There.
That I know now.
Where's my fan? I just need. Anyways,
So right, this is going to be my reminder to everybody while we are here to make sure that you get up, stretch, and hydrate.
Yep.
Especially hydrate, apparently, today.
Because it's going to be real thirsty.
Jordan, please hydrate.
Jordan specifically.
Oh, dice.
Jordan, you might want to open a window.
God, Amir.
I know better than to come to this computer without water. Fair will absolutely just no, so I'm not going to do that.
That's true. I will deny you a Astarian thirst traps if you don't hydrate.
I don't know if that's a blessing or what.
I don't know.
I won't. We're going to have combat soon.
Anyways, amazing. How messy, I love it. Quick reminder that next week is our season 2 finale. As we mentioned before, all of the thirst trapping started. We will be taking a break for the last 2 weeks of December to rest up, plot, possibly get up to some shenanigans.
Wait, what you know about trapping?
Oh.
Nothing. Ignore me.
I know there is a museum here in Atlanta.
There's a trap museum.
There's a trap museum.
There is.
Is it for like hunting traps or actual trapping?
It's for trapping.
It's a trap.
Okay, now I do want to go to Atlanta.
So anyways, it's the perfect time to catch up on all things Ampistrano in time for our season 3 premiere on Saturday, January 6th. Also, a quick reminder to please consider supporting us on Patreon. We have a number of things that are going to be happening over on our Patreon in the next few weeks and next few months. So you can go ahead and be a part of that. It helps to support the cast. We have Q&As on there from Fair. April's will be popping up actually this coming Tuesday. As well as some playlists and stuff for the cast and some deep dives and behind the scenes. fun things as well. Special thank you to Sphinx 7, Mama Strange, Fluffy Snowfall, Chris Gideon, Buzz Lightyear, for Lily 42, and Goblin Katie for your support. Also, make sure to go check us out on TikTok and YouTube. All that jazz. Y'all being hilarious. Anyways,
Do you think that place will still exist? Were they building Cop City yet? Come on now.
It won't exist for long.
You know what? Now is a great time.
I would also like to say there is an escape room.
Further ado, let us go beyond the veil of Ampistrano. See y'all in a minute.
I'll go hard cheating.
We're back.
Wow.
Cool. So, I hate y'all. I'm not looking at that chat. Anyways, so last episode
Please
we
tell me
journeyed
that's on a
back
pillow.
2,000 years.
You know something? That is a really nice tattoo
April,
design,
look
I
what I
must
just
say.
posted in the chat when you said that.
Yo, that was the same
Jordan body
thing.
pillow.
The tripod. Just reach in to grab the brain
remember
cell,
all of
put it
this.
back.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So,
Yeah. Mhm.
we journeyed
I'm
back.
ready for the recap now.
We journeyed back 2,000 years using the memories held within the Library of Shadows to Felk at its prime. An amethyst tiger, an oracle, a broken into restricted section and missing books, as well as deception, seem to be brewing as our group slowly works to come together. We left off with, and Fair, I apologize, the pronunciation of your character's name?
Caro?
Arrow.
Caro, thank
like
you.
yarrow.
Got
with a
it,
C.
thank you. Caro and Samari of the Caladrius being watched by a figure in a mirror that had its claws raised. However, that is not where we're going to be starting today. Steps move almost soundlessly through the stone floor, every now and then echoing around the dustied hallways and caverns that seem to make up this labyrinth. Simple robes moving like whispers through the hallways as the cloaked figure continues their descent into a darkened corridor, lit by a faint teal light emitted from their right hand, where they appear to be holding a teal gem, no bigger than a compass. This seems to be guiding them their way forward. Along the walls are twisted vines that are dried out, dead. After several minutes, the figure finishes their ascent, arriving at a massive circular stone door. The sound of stones folding in on themselves echoes as the door gives way to a massive chamber, lit with small candles and braziers set up around the room. On the floor are stone tapestries, mosaics, of humanoids, creatures, and otherworldly beings in various states, staring upwards, towards. Each hold behind their eyes the glimmer of hope that seems to dwindle as the individual passes by, moving to the very center of the room. They hold the gem alight for a moment, and there seems to be a spark of energy in the air. A teal beam of electricity pulls from the gem to a blank tapestry. Ink, stone, starts to move, forming into a mosaic of a crumpled red tiefling, arms outstretched, seemingly grasping towards something. There's a pause before the robed figure speaks, slowly raising their hands outstretched in welcome. They bow their head forward. Master, please accept my latest offering. The candles flicker a moment, and for a moment, almost all of them going out as darkness encompasses the room. From up above, the crackle of thunder as the very fabric of Ampistrano starts to peel away, darkness fading into teal and silver light. The room around seems to pulse with magical energy. As slowly but surely, an eye, almost the size of the moon, begins to open. The camera then pans again, at this point, continuing its underground journey, however moving elsewhere. Nestled beneath circular stone structures is a vast network of hallways, arches, and sparks of magic. We see, currently, hunched over for the moment, an individual. Robo, can you please describe your character?
Sifrina is a tiefling who has horns that go up and then point back. And they're kind of, it looks like she takes care of her horns a lot. She has like teal eyes. The iris is teal, but the whole eye is black. She's a purple tiefling. She's a little bit built, and she's carrying around a big ass bow and a chain shirt and like green pants and really cool looking boots, and a tiny scarf just put around her neck, and it's a little bit, it's kind of looks red at first, but it's actually like a burgundy or a little bit a red more a little bit more red than usual. Kind of looks like blood, but she's just looking around and waiting for something.
Okay. Why don't you roll a perception check for me, please? And sorry, my mic is up literally all the way. My gain is up all the way as well, so I don't really know what else I can do. I
Perception?
will try to be louder. Perception.
13.
13. Okay. I turn down this a little bit. All right, so with a 13, you are kind of sitting working at your desk. What does your office really look like? This is your own space.
It's
you
messy.
are someone that's higher up. You're not at the top level of Sparks in terms of what they do with research, but you are someone that is fully aware of almost every project that's being worked on here. So what does it look like?
Oh, it's messy. There's a lot of bookcases, but the books are more on the ground than in the actual bookcase. Crumpled papers all around. There's ink and the ink pots are actually open and probably the ink is all dried up. There is a big window, and it looks kind of to the outside where there's actually a little bit more nature, and it looks like there's a chair right next to the windows. It looks like Sifrina likes to see outside every once in a while, or just actually look outside. And there's a lot of fidget toys around, so she really likes to fidget around. It seems like she's always doing something.
Love it. At this point right now in the day, it's about mid-morning approaching noon, so probably your morning has been quickly kind of happening. There's a lot of hustle and bustle happening at this time. Tonight is a grand ceremony that's being held at the Unitel, which is just kind of above you. The window you have is magic to show the outside constantly. The weather, the movement. Not realizing that, hey, you're deep below the surface, beneath the Unitel itself. But this is the marking of a grand ceremony when the lines shift and souls can sometimes cross over tonight. So there's a grand ceremony that Carmen's going to be kind of leading as the kind of new leader of Felk. So especially since this is going to be above you, but at the very heart of the entertainment, there's a lot of hustle and bustle. You hear a little bit of panic around you, around the office, as people are quickly trying to clean in case Carmen pops down to see what's going on here. And you said you rolled a 13 with that perception check, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so with a 13, you hear after a moment your assistant kind of having the office just outside yours. So they're kind of your receptionist, making sure you're always on schedule and such. You hear your receptionist kind of curse in, what languages do you speak?
Abyssal, Common, Infernal, and Primordial.
Okay. So you hear them cursing in Common, basically the equivalent of fuck, as you hear this loud kind of crashing noise on the opposite side. What do you do?
Oh, as soon as she hears somebody cursing, and she's like, "It's a bloody time. I was just wasting my time talking to the freaking ants. This one is named Anthony, and this is Samantha."
So sorry. And you see kind of poking their little head through the doorway is your receptionist and a little owlin named Tamora.
Owlin exists?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That changes everything.
Little owlin.
How dare you yell at that baby?
Little owlin, they have, honestly, it looks like a very dirtied barn owl. They have kind of midnight black wings, but a very vibrant kind of pure white face. Ears that kind of poke. They seem like they're a crossbreed, truthfully, between an barn owl and some kind of digger owl. They have longer kind of legs, at 3 feet tall, kind of comes bustling in, feathers all aflutter as they are trying to quickly clean up the mess, but also assist you with who you were talking to, your aunts. It just doesn't question anything. It's just trying to bustle around, trying to assist you with whatever you may need.
As soon as I realized the doe looking eyes looking at me, I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, love. Are you all right?"
Was trying to do too many things at one time. I'm having a little difficulty staying on task today. There's so much happening.
Well, maybe you shouldn't.
You kind of see start nodding her head, like, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, there's just a lot going on. Did you need something? Was there something specifically you were looking for?
I'm just bored out of my mind.
Oh,
I want to go out. I want to explore. I want to investigate something.
Well, I mean, you have free reign. You could totally just go.
I can?
You're the boss. At least right now. everyone else is at the Interior, so or making preparations. So you don't have any appointments today. I figured you just came in to do whatever work you need to do before meeting with Carmen just before the ceremony.
I can? Oh, that. You should tell me this. I was
am.
just waiting. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'll just go out for a second.
Sure. Javian did send a missive this morning asking if you would pop by the archives to see if anything needed to be updated there in terms of magical components for the ceremony tonight, but that's really it.
Right. Who's Javian?
Javian works under Tillil Helderwood at the archives. He's training to become the next kind of scribe, keeper.
Oh, that's right. Javian. Okay. Thanks for all your help, and I hope day gets better.
I'll see you tonight.
I will see you tonight.
Yeah. We need you here tonight. So yeah, you kind of have the day off until tonight. So it's kind of do whatever you want kind of thing. Minus the archives. They did just ask that you do that today. But
Okay. Thanks, love. And
no problem.
I'll just go
okay,
to...
bye. As the door just kind of shuts behind you. Cool. And where are you headed? As you are kind of slowly moving through the bowels and body of Sparks, which is this vast labyrinth. Magic, which has been locked away and is in careful spots all over the place. And when I say magics, it's all of them. It's the spiritual, it's natural, it's archaic. All of it coming together, but also seeing how far we can push the boundaries of this magic. So you're kind of moving past all of this as you're moving upwards in the Unitel.
She's probably gonna go to Javian to just do that first, and then actually take the rest of the day off. And she's carrying around like this tiny triangle-looking stones that she just puts in her hand, and like when she moves them around, kind of sounds like thunder, and changes to lightning, and then changes to forest sounds, and then bird sounds. So it's kind of, she's just moving around those things, and she keeps moving around.
Love it. Okay. So then what we'll do here then is the camera's going to slowly pan away from you, Sabrina, we're going to head over to, God, why are names difficult for me today? There, your character, Caro, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. I will get it. I will get it by the end of the day, and it'll be locked in my head. It's just, it's been a while. That's all. It's been a minute. So, when we last left you had been talking to Samari, giving them an update about some of the information that you had as the Amethyst Tiger, one of the oracles, had gone missing. A discussion was being had as well with some information and influences from Jorix that had reported that Cedric Whitlock had gone missing earlier that day. Cedric, to remind everyone, was a person of interest, as they had been kind of fanatical in their research, in wanting to get things submitted to Sparks about these stones that had been found, had fallen out of the sky, and seemed to have some kind of magical properties, but everybody was kind of shrugging it off. You now stand in this chamber, Samari kind of looking at you, outwardly is not portraying any kind of panic, but you can see a flicker of fear behind her eyes as this kind of spectral clawed hand is elongated, almost reaching around her throat. Like the bottom couple of digits of this hand, the long claws are barely touching her chin as she's kind of window paned within. What do you do?
Oh, how many mirrors are in this fucking room?
There are 5 in total that are all kind of pointed in your direction. The spectral hand is coming out of the center one from behind her. So probably the third one in.
Okay. To make things very brief, I am just going to cast a magic missile at this mirror.
Love it. Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
First level, because, you know, have to preserve my spell slots. I do not roll attack, it just automatically hits. Thank you.
Love it. Okay. The mirror behind, you see kind of this low fragments of glass starting to take place. This is not a normal glass mirror. These mirrors are imbued with magic. Samari's magic, who you can kind of see she's trying to mutter some kind of counter spell to try and disarm and sever her magical ability from the mirror themselves. That one does shatter, but you see that the spectral hand remains. Now the tether moving from that third to the second mirror.
Yeah. 1 second.
All good.
Gotta
We'll
look
say,
through all my
while you figure that out,
spells.
can you make a perception check for me, please?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, that bounced off. That cocked. Nat 20, so 25.
Nice. Okay, with a 25, you can see that it's very faint, but from the second mirror, that's where the tether of magic's coming from. You see a shadowed individual standing in a room that has what appears to be another mirror behind them, a large kind of desk, and a window that has kind of a branch inlaid outline around it. Little bit of light coming through. The individual it's kind of hard to tell because it's like shifting water, constantly moving in a current. But you can see these kind of red and teal eyes looking at you, and Samari, looking to be about 6'2", 6'3", humanoid. And you can see holding some kind of teal gem of some sort. And that seems to be the source of the magic.
Okay. This individual, do they look like the description of Cedric? Do they match that?
Roll a history check for me. This is gonna see how well you remember.
I fucking crit again.
Nice. What was the exact number you rolled?
21.
21. With that and the crit, it's strange. There are aspects of Cedric in there. The way he holds themselves. The magical signature in the air. But it's almost like it's warped. Like there's another magic that's seeping through and almost overpowering. And that's
like
also...
he played with forces he did not understand, and now this is what we get, and now I have to deal with this problem that he's made for me. Thank you so much. How close are the mirrors? How close are they together?
They're not super far. Like, I would say less than 2 feet. They're all kind of...
Oh. So you would say, like, they were, like, within a 10-foot, like, area?
1,000%, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna cast Shatter on all of them.
Perfect. Okay.
You just hit them all. Thank you. That was a great idea.
Yeah, that was a good
Mary.
idea. I was waiting to see what you would do.
Just shatter them all, because fuck this noise. I
Yeah.
do not have time. I already have to go meet the Corey who knows how to read minds. That's stressful enough without this
Okay.
bullshit.
Can you make a spirit savings throw as you do that as well?
What do I add to that?
So for you, you're going to add a +4.
+4.
Yep.
It's just a roll plus the spirit,
Yes.
right?
Correct.
Okay, just making sure I don't have to add anything else.
Yep.
21.
21. Okay. As your shatter connects, you have faced things before where magic has been counterspelled. This is not a counterspell, but it's that moment where two different magics are meeting together. Signatures on a page. you get a sense of coldness, electricity. So you're going to kind of fight for a moment around the magic as you're doing your shatter. Mirrors, though, have a tendency to reflect back at you. So you will take 11 points of spirit damage as the magical barrier, all the mirrors shatter. But you can almost see like the electrical branches of energy kind of slowly peeling back towards you as you feel the aftermath of that. And for a moment, it overpowers, kind of knocking you, not unconscious, not prone, but just kind of taking the breath out of you.
And just for all intents and purposes for like this finale arc, spirit damage is just regular damage in this case.
Correct.
Because we didn't roll spirit damage.
Correct.
Or spirit points.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is your regular, yep. Yep. But even you can feel that though small, a small portion of you seems to have been siphoned off. Was pulled from that hit. Samari kind of quickly moves over to you. You okay?
No, that fucking hurt.
I couldn't move.
I noticed. Whatever I did, when I did my spell, something shot back out at me.
This is very alarming with what you've been giving me today. It's strange magic. She kind of looks back, looking between you and then looking at the shattered fragments on the floor.
We should dispose of those immediately.
Correct.
Just in case they could still access.
And I'm thinking not touch them either.
Yes.
Great. Okay. Do you need healing? Is there anything I can give you? I'm so sorry. I don't know if it was a hold person or what, but it felt like I could not move, not just my body, but anything. It was cut off.
I just waved that away, like the apology is like, stop, like.
Sure.
I don't. In this era,
Sure.
Do we know of like spirit magic and spirit powers and like
Correct.
So
yes. But
presumably
not being used like this. This is very
Right.
different.
But would we know how to heal
Yes.
damage?
1000% you would.
I felt it hit me in my spirit. So if you could heal that, I would appreciate it.
Sure. And you see for a moment she kind of lightly pushes you both away from the mirror fragments a little bit closer to you. See she has like a small, like a miniature water, not fountain, but like a waterway in her office. And you see she kind of holds her hand out and you can see water, then air and fire and then earth all forming together. And then she lightly places it onto your hands where you can kind of see there's still stinging kind of electricity char coming from that. And you do feel rejuvenated from that as she does heal up 8 spirit points from that.
Okay. When I was looking in the mirror, I saw a figure who looked like Cedric, but not. Like he had been corrupted by whatever force this is. It seems he fucked around and found out, and now we're all paying for it.
I think that's putting it lightly. That would make sense. Okay. So we have that going on. We have the missing oracle. These have to be connected, as you mentioned before.
Oh yes. No, I have no doubts now. Because, again, I do not believe in coincidences.
No. I don't either. Okay. It might be good to see if Talil, Helderwood, or Javian might have some information about this happening before. Maybe they have some information about what Cedric was looking into a little bit more deeply. The archives might have some more information. I'll see what I can do here. The Antirian is isolating people out as they are more concerned with the celebrations tonight. But I am working to try to see if I can bring any further information forward. Working with the Night Wolves, things like that.
Jordan?
Yes.
Can you just remind me, what is the celebration again?
So the celebration tonight is basically that time and space where the lines between Ampistrano and the other planes, not necessarily weaken, but they thin. It's the crossing over of spirits to wherever domains they're supposed to go to. It is kind of, for all intents and purposes, the equivalent of, like, for instance, Halloween or Night of the Dead, of just that kind of celebration, but also kind of rejuvenating the lines and magic around Ampistrano to kind of reinvigorate it. So it's a give and take from it, but it's a very precious and sacred time.
At the mention of the celebration and like the Antirian sort of isolating itself from, or like preventing certain, like, too many people from going there, I think something kind of clicks in Kara's head and it's like, we cannot do that tonight. If what just happened to me sapped some of my spirit away, and we have something happening where the lines between here and the spirit realm is thin, I can only imagine disaster.
You'd be correct. That's why I've already tried to contact Carmen. I know she's over at the Antirian, but she's going to be making her rounds. She's newly thrust into this whole leadership thing, and I know she's trying to fight back against the Antirian's rule as well. So I think talking to her, talking to Javian, talking to UA would be great, especially if we can get the Citadel's backing. I'm going to try to also see if I can reach out to members of the Shiftweave, see if this is isolated to here or if this is happening all over. That might be enough information to give to those that are really struggling with their priorities, and be able to assist them with canceling tonight's celebrations.
If I have to destroy it for them to cancel this event, I will.
Believe me, it may come down to that.
Okay, so I have a lot of things to do. I have to go talk to somebody named Dibbins, I think.
Yes.
Something happened at the library. Also, not a coincidence. And now I have to talk to Carmen as well.
You might be able
All
to.
right.
I believe Safrina should be stopping by the archives as well. They're not the head of Sparks, which is our kind of magical studies and experimentation, but they might be able to offer some further assistance as well.
Maybe they could at least get me in with Carmen.
Could be.
Okay, I am off. I'm
Alright.
going.
Anything you need, I'll be here trying to, and I'll send any information I can along as well.
As Kara leaves, she makes sure that that ring of mind shielding is still on her finger.
It is still on your finger,
And like sort of
firmly.
like checks. It's like, okay, that potion's still active. We're good. Let's go.
Yep, it is still working perfectly as you head outside of the branches, making your way to the archives, which is where the camera is going to go next. As we had left, who did we leave? I don't even. We left Corioth,
Bins,
Sola,
Corey,
and Dibbins at the crime scene, which had been cleaned except for the window. Yep, I made sure to correct myself. as the three of you have been discussing to kind of catch you all up. Dibbins had also kind of given you some information in regards to some of the spells and magics that have been used to protect this portion of the library, which had largely been, it's restricted. It only in Tyrion and above have kind of access to this portion of the library itself. Yes. Thank you. Fair. Yes. So I will turn it over to all three of you. Let's see. Coriol and Thola, can you also roll me a perception check for me, please?
I'll have you know, my name is pronounced Tola.
Tola, thank you. Names are hard for me. I apologize. I will get it. Tola.
You said a perception?
Yep, perception.
Can I just use my passive perception?
24.
Sure, if your passive's higher, sure.
My passive's a 20.
April, stop it. Your passive is 20, okay. And Coriol, what did you roll?
24.
24. Okay. With that, as Dibbins has kind of been, what are you doing right now, Dibbins? Actually, let me ask that.
I'm just following him, watching him.
Okay.
I'm not helping. I'm not doing it. I'm just there.
I love it. I'm here for it. Great. Okay. So as the three of you are kind of maneuvering around the restricted section, you know that there are several offices up here as well, Dibbins. There's Talil Helderwood's office is also up here. Coriol, you notice that the door to the office is partially ajar.
Then I'll walk right in.
All right. Also, you are doubling with audio.
Is your voice mod on?
I don't know if it's your voice mod or what, but it was doubling for a hot second. Don't mind us, y'all. Tech issues happen. It's fine. Okay. You wander in. You find a branch inlaid window. Doesn't seem to be broken. The room itself is very darkened. But in both of your experiences specifically, you have had to come across scenes before. You have seen and smelled the signs of either a battle of some sort or carnage. The majority of the room seems untouched for the vast majority of it. But both of you get pings of archaic energy in the air, signatures. They're kind of crisscrossing around the room itself.
Are we in a different room than the one with the broken window?
Correct. So you kind of move, like this was slightly down the hallway. There was a door that was partially ajar, which is Talil Helderwood, who's the main scribe for the archive. This is his office. He was right near the restricted section since he's very high up kind of thing. You do see poking out behind the desk a red tail and a trail of blood.
Do I know what that tail shape belongs to?
It looks like it's a tiefling tail.
I'm not like...
Do we know if Helderwood is a tiefling?
Helderwood is a tiefling. You kind of round the corner and you see a large pool, almost looking like a carpet on itself of red blood that almost matches the red skin of this tiefling. Eyes that used to burn a vibrant red and orange of fire, of hellfire, dulled. Not blackened, but like almost like a glass doll eye, like glazed over.
It's not a dead person necessarily.
I mean, they're not breathing. There's no
Well,
movement.
I'm checking
Sure.
for pulse sort of situation here. Like,
Okay. Why don't
bitch,
do
you
a
alive?
Do a medicine check. Are you alive?
That is a 16.
16. It's super slow, but there is breath. But with a 16, it seems like this individual is in some kind of comatose-like state. They're in a suspended state of sorts. Their eyes kind of staring unseen to anything. With the perception that you also rolled, the archaic signatures you're sensing in the air, you're getting remnants of some of those spells that were being used to keep safe a portion of the restricted section.
I ill like this.
Certainly not good. Susu. Sorry, that's mind speak, by the way. But do you think it's okay if I try to read his thoughts? I am trying to be better than I've used to be.
I think in this case, unfortunately, we certainly wouldn't be able to get an answer from them if we were to ask.
That's enough permission for me.
Okay. So
And I mean, it basically is.
sure. So what are you doing?
I'm going to use read thoughts.
Okay.
Choose a creature within range that I can see for the duration. I learn their surface thoughts of that creature. And while reading the target's mind, I have advantage on wisdom and charisma checks made to access or influence the target.
Okay. For the fun of it, can you please roll a history check?
Okay.
It'll maybe make sense in a minute.
Ooh. That is 24.
24. What does it look like as you're casting?
Honestly, it doesn't look like much of anything. Since I'm standing by him, I just put a hand on his chest, like where his heart is, and then I just close my eyes.
Normally, you can feel some kind of connection occurring. Almost like a waiting room or a meeting. This feels cold. It's the absence of something. And I'm sorry, what did you roll for history? I apologize.
It was a 24.
24, thank you. With the 24, you're not getting that flavor of someone's storytelling, narrating their thoughts. Instead, you realize you're getting flashes of memory. The final bits of memory that Tillil Helderwood had in their head before this happened to them. You get almost like it's on constant repeat, that moment of flashing before your eyes, before oblivion claims you. You get a normal day starting out at the archives, starting to open things up, hearing a noise outside, going to investigate it. Seeing an individual in plain robes holding out a compass-shaped teal stone, and the magical threads of security being siphoned within that stone. The individual then turning towards Talil, who quickly is retreating back to their office to try to raise some kind of alarm to perhaps let know Dibbins or Javian or anyone else around that there has been a breach of some sort when there's a blast. A careful blast, not one that ricochets the door open, but instead peels almost the doorframe back slightly to that ajar. Talil quickly thrown to the opposite side of the room, trying to get up, but you can see the lingering remnants of magic kind of draining them slightly. And instead of the magic fading, it's siphoned back into the gem itself. Talil quickly readying themselves, not having their archaic components ready, wasn't anticipating a fight, seems to be caught off guard, before the figure quickly drags a dagger across their midsection. Talil drops to the floor, starts to seemingly write something in their own blood upon the floor around them, as the figure smiles, mentioning something about, thank you for the content warning, mentioning something about the stars aligning, and that his use had come to an end, as the individual slowly maneuvers around the office, going through paperwork, before finally settling along some kind of calendar of sorts. And as Talil is slowly drawing their last few breaths, the veil itself starting to reach for him, the orb of light that is his soul instead gets pulled within that stone. The memory is no more.
Are you all right?
That was strange.
Oh, first time, is it?
I didn't get his thoughts. I got a memory of what happened here.
Oh, that is usually not a good thing when you're looking for active thoughts. I
Exactly.
assume he is no longer among us then.
That's the odd part. His soul left his body and went into a stone.
A stone? Do you mean similar possibly to the one that they used to break through the barrier in that room down there?
That is my assumption. Did I get a clear look at the figure that attacked him?
With the roll that you had, you could see blonde hair, teal and red eyes, plain robes, like white with like markings inlaid in teal, silver, and black. Not in any specific design, just whether that's wear and tear or just the design of the cloak in general. Didn't seem to have any meaning to it. Roughly about 6 foot, 6'3", within that range. And the essence of magic but twisted. A hunger that seemed to be permeating throughout everything. It's rare to feel that in magic. Normally that's just for hunting and such, but the fact that this magical power is hungering, it's alive in some way, shape, or form.
I passed this on to both Dibbins and Mtola, and I asked Dibbins if have you seen someone that meets that unfortunately vague description?
And we'll say at that point, that is when Caro and Safrina, you will have also arrived at the archives, kind of hearing a bit of a commotion in the upper kind of areas of the archives itself. Otherwise, it's pretty quiet within this area. You both have been here before, but there's an ominous kind of feeling as you're entering the archives.
That feels ominous.
I think Carol walks in and already has an expression on her face of looking. She looks very like leery, and wary, just very much on edge, just because of shit that just happened and like what's going on at what's the name of the place again?
The archives?
No. Where I came from.
Oh, Lordy B. It is the Caladrius.
The Caladrius. So she's like just already like she's already done for the day, but can't be done, you know? So she sort of just looks around like, of fucking course. And just sort of lets herself in.
I go through the door too, but it's like putting my hand on the door, and when I see Carol, I open up the door so she goes first. Oh, after you.
Oh, thank you so much. Safrina, I actually was looking for you.
Oh,
well, I was hoping
what
to
can I do?
find you here amongst all the other people I need to find today. Is Carmen available? I really need to speak with her.
I don't think she's actually available. She's been doing a lot of stuff for the festival. Do you need any help
Yes.
that I can provide, love?
Well, I wanted to talk to her about the festival because you see, we need to cancel it immediately. We cannot. It cannot happen.
Why is that?
Basically, I don't know if you know everything that's going on right now, so I will give you an abridged version. The Amethyst Oracle missing. Someone just attacked me and Samira in her office through the mirrors. When I went to shatter the mirrors, some sort of power bounced back at me and hit me in my spirit and siphoned some away. Now, the festival tonight is all about spirits and spirit energy, and whoever is behind this or whatever is behind this is siphoning spirit. We cannot let this festival happen. It won't be good.
I agree. Let's find Carmen.
Yes. Oh, first, I need to speak to Dibbins because I heard something happened here, and I think they are all connected.
Do we all know each other?
Loosely. You all have seen
We've
each other.
seen each other.
Yeah, Falk is massive, but y'all are in the upper kind of rings of kind of government and power within. So you all have crossed paths and are vaguely familiar with each other and lines of work. Probably not like friends, but very, very distant acquaintances. You're familiar with each other's works and expertise.
We are best friends. How
Okay,
dare you?
listen.
Best friend.
You asked, I'm telling.
Yeah, it's as. I think I will also explain to Safrina like all the stuff about Cedric and like his zealotry and his research and with these strange stones that fell out of the sky, and like he is behind this in some way, but I do not know how intentional it was on his end, because it seems as if something has overtaken him based on what I saw.
That's strange. Well, let me see what if this is from this plane, and I'm gonna cast detect portal.
Ooh.
So I can detect the distance and
You
direction
are now.
to the closest planar portal within 1 mile of you.
We love a Gloomstalker Ranger.
I love
Oh Horizon.
It's Horizon.
Yes,
Blue.
Horizon. Listen, Ranger.
Horizon.
Indeed.
Okay. Minus the ping you get from the Unitel and the kind of summoning circle on the outskirts of Falk. Nothing else really gets a ping. But why don't you make an Arcana check for me, please? Arcana or Nature? I'll let you choose.
Can I help with this?
Of course you can.
Since I'm talking to her about like all this stuff, and I probably still have like some like smoke singeing from off of my fingers from when I got blasted. So
do I get advantage on that?
You get advantage.
That's good because that was a 3.
Oh jeez.
That's much better. That's 19 plus Arcana. Where the fuck is Arcana?
Or Nature.
21.
Yep, Arcana or Nature. So with the 21.
Or Nature?
Yep, or Nature.
Yeah, it's the same. Never mind.
Okay. There had recently been a teleportation spell used in the upper kind of quadrant of the archives. You get that kind of magical, like, signature, that scent that lingers in the air. It's not the same, obviously, as a plain shift spell, but the components are very similar. And that's why you're able to kind of hone in on that. Seems like it was in what you know to be Talil Helderwood's office, which is about a floor and a half above you.
Okay. And my horns just start glowing with like this etherealness around them. And then I said, that tastes like tamarind. Oh, that's actually totally never mind. That tastes like tamarind. I feel there was a teleportation spell coming from Elderwood's office. So we might need to investigate that, if you want, of course.
Yes, I think that would be wise. Robo, you should know that Kara is also a tiefling, by the way, since you were not here last time.
Oh, then.
Tiefling twins. Yes, we should let us go there, and perhaps we'll find all the other people I'm looking for along the way.
Panning back to Coriel and what you were saying, you were relaying everything to Dibbins, and you're starting to hear some noise downstairs. Both of you would have probably sensed like the flicker of magic in the air, kind of almost like a perimeter check. That was happening as well as movement coming in your direction.
Well, either the others are alerted now and have sent units of their own to investigate, or we should try to make ourselves somewhat scarce, so at the very least we're not caught by surprise like this one.
Coriel just straightens herself up, grabs Dibbins by the hand. Come along.
You should probably go, Dibbins. My guess would be whoever this is probably looking for you.
Okay.
And walks towards the main entrance.
You said you took Dibbin's hand, right?
Yes.
It's real sticky.
It's
real sticky. Like it's not just like I had candy, but like there's probably like you might have a sticky hand now for a while. You might need to magic that
feel
off.
the shudder and the cringe come from Coriel at just happen through her body. Like
I didn't
just not let go of your hand.
I'm sorry.
But she also just gives you a look that makes you regret ever not washing your hands. For like every time you've not washed your hands, she gives you that look like a mom would give you. Like, if we weren't out in public, I would absolutely beat your ass for that. One of those looks. Like,
you're gonna you hear Dibbins go, sorry. And then Dibbins' hand feels clean, but yours is still gross as he casts Prestidigitation on himself. So you still have a sticky hand, but mine is now clean.
Can't stay clean if you're still being held by me, though.
I just need you to know that's what's happened, so you feel it. You feel it happen.
And there is a deep spiritual side that comes out of Coriel. Come on. We have to see who it is.
And probably at that point, all of you kind of meet like near the stairs.
Yeah, I think Caro and Sabrina come in just as Coriel's giving that deep spiritual Negro sigh. Just the soul, and it's like, oh no, someone has already upset her.
Hello. I realize I don't know what voice I did last week. Hi, hello. How
I think
are
it
you?
was that. I'm pretty sure it was that. It was just your little
This
buddy
is
voice.
my little guy voice. This is like a little guy. I'm just a
Little guy.
voice.
It's your little guy voice.
I'm just a
Yeah.
sticky little guy.
I hate that for everyone.
How
I
far
kinda
we
love
have
it.
come.
Hello, Les.
Oh, well, I suppose if we were going to run into any two people, the two of you would probably be the best of many options. I believe you would be Sabrina and Caro from the Sparks and from Caladrius, respectively. Greetings and
Correct.
salutations.
Tibbins does an awkward bow, and behind everyone, an armored giant guy also does a weird bow.
Oh, there's no need for that, Devins.
Just rubbing on the back of Dibbin's clothes, the hand.
Tibbins, as soon as you're done, Tibbins dissertates his back.
You are Tola, correct? I believe we have met in passing before. And Coriel, it is good to see you again.
Always a pleasure, Caro.
She's wiping her hand on David's back.
Well, it is good to see everyone. Unfortunately, it is under most dire circumstances.
Oh yes, that is why I'm here, actually. Very dire circumstances everywhere. Is there somebody named Dibbins around here?
I believe the one that introduced themselves as such would be the one you're looking for, yes.
Oh, I as a player missed that. Sorry. A lot
Okay,
going on.
I'm really low to the ground, and sometimes people can't hear me.
Oh,
Oh,
Dibbins, it is very nice to meet you.
You as well.
I heard that there was a break in here at the library.
Yes,
Yes.
we'll need a healer. Or something worse.
We
Or
will
better.
certainly need more than a healer, but
Yes, there was a break-in. They broke in through the window. Someone is hurt. They took 4 books.
how
Could
dare them?
you?
What kind of books?
Oh, yes,
Well,
I'm imagining
educational books.
I'm imagining both of you saying what kind of books at the exact same time too.
Yes.
Okay. Do we have?
Would you
know
like the titles?
Yes, please. Thank you, Dibbins. I would
Okay.
appreciate that.
Yes, the titles are The Theory of Alchemical Components, Spirits and Souls by Cedric Whitlock. The Legends of Ampistrano, written by Tyrrell Helderwood. The third one is I can't read my Equinox and Enchantments by Shagar Algar. And the final one is The Beyond by Trinor UG.
As soon as she hears all of those titles, she turns to Sophia and is like, "See, it is exactly what I was talking about. All of
Oh.
these things, they have to do with what's happening to the festival."
All the books were weirdly all on Javon's desk, and that's where they were stolen. So also Javon was reading them all.
Javian.
Javian.
Devins is not
I do
here.
not know who a Javon is,
No,
but
to
that is a great
specify.
name. I
That
might
is
save it for
Javian,
another.
To
That's Javian's
specify.
first assignment. They're
made
the
a
ones who
note.
usually they're
Jamie
the ones who they get the books and they bring them to desks.
Jamian made a note in a notebook and placed it on your desk of the ones that were missing. Jamian had not been reading them. He just did a quick survey and saw
So
that
you,
these 4
so
were
you are just
missing.
you're implicating anybody whose name you remember. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
This one was.
It was not Dibbins.
Also, I put the list in cast chat so you all can refer back
It
to
was. Dibbins was trying to do their job.
Dibbins did their job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? This sounds like a debate that's already been had, and I do not need to hear it because there's more important things that are going on right now. Like these books, for example, all of them have
Or
to do
the
with
body that is sitting in the other room.
Oh, well, you did not say that before.
I'm sorry,
I just got
disappointing.
here.
Well, I said there was.
I
there was someone
would
who-
like to once again
Sorry.
point out that that this one over here has in fact mentioned this.
You mentioned you needed a. Did you mention a body?
And
Yes.
There's
then
a lot to
Coriel mentioned a healer, and then Thilda also
Okay.
said a body.
Well,
Again,
you know,
there's been a lot.
there's a lot going on right now. Not just here, but at the Caladrius as well. The Amethyst Oracle is missing. Has
The
been
amethyst. I do believe it is
tiger.
a particular tiger that's missing. Correct.
Yes, the Oracle.
Do you happen to know what that's for? Perchance.
Oracular thing.
Now-
Thing.
Jordan, please help.
Yep.
Jordan,
Help.
Jordan. I think I know what that's for. Right. That has to deal with planar travel. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes,
Okay.
you're right. You're
So
right.
this is where I just go.
Yes.
For
specifically
those
to
who,
the veil, right?
Mm-hmm. Look at yes. We love this.
for
Take a point of
so,
inspiration. Hell yeah.
right. For those of you who are uninitiated, the oracle that is missing is for travel to the veil.
Yes. And all of these books that you've mentioned also have to do with planar travel in the veil.
Oh,
And the
well,
festival. Here's the thing. Tiger went missing, and then Samira and I were just attacked in her office not 10 minutes ago by some strange figure through a mirror.
I don't know where Javon was. 10
Talk
minutes ago.
about burying the lead. You did not say that you were attacked on your way here.
I did not
I-
bury the lead. We were all talking
What's-
at the same time, okay?
So Tola has walked around to like the back of the party down the hall and has started ushering them down the hallway toward the office while they are talking.
And listen, Safrina sensed there was planar travel here recently. A portal was opened up in what's his
Elderwood's
name's
office.
office. I don't remember. That guy.
Oh, well,
He's very dry. I don't remember him most of the time.
You will be interested. You will be interested to
Could have
know
been moist.
that, there's just like a
Yeah,
small
like-
cough from the background.
Yeah, there's just like a hush, a silence, and it's full of judgment.
So, a couple of things you might want to know as we are almost near the office. It seems that someone broke in through the window. I'm going to just have a moment, if you will, of testing your deduction skills as we are in a restricted area of the library. How do you think someone would have gotten in here in the first place?
Into this office?
And just gestures around you.
Dibbins
according
points at
to-
the broken window.
Well, according to Safrina, there was a plane shift.
No, the
spell.
window's fixed now.
Oh,
Dibbins
Because-
points at the perfectly clean window.
Coriel fixed the window after they figured the evidence had been cleared.
You said the window was broken. But
I didn't do it.
I'm not blaming anybody in this room of doing
I
that.
pointed
That's not
Coriel.
that is not my point right now. I do not care if the window was fixed. I care that it was broken before. But Safrina, you said you sensed planar
Correct.
magic, shifting magic.
correct. It was
Um,
teleportation magic, and it's coming from Elderwood's office.
Yes, which
Although-
we're outside of right now.
Oh, we're outside that. Okay, that's good to know.
No.
Oh,
He's in there.
wait.
So let's just ask.
Oh, that
No.
might be.
No,
that
He's
I
not in a
think he's the-
position to ask.
He's
that
the one
might
who
have-
needs the healing.
That might have been one of the magics that were cast from the stone.
I might have a little bit of healing magic, but I'm not sure if that I can actually heal.
We
but
just
that's why-
want to close the wound so he doesn't bleed out. His soul is elsewhere.
DM, I have a question. When Safrina did the Arcana check to sense the portal or plane shift spell, whatever,
Yes.
did Did they sense it coming in and out, or like which direction was it?
Only leaving.
You're muted or something.
Only leaving.
Only leaving? Okay.
Sorry, I just have to
So-
speak louder.
Oh, okay. I get
So
it.
they came in through the window, stole the books, and then
Teleported out.
hit this motherfucker and then teleported out. So
Yeah.
okay, so presumably they came in through the window, stole the books, learned the whatever spell they needed from it, and then shifted out of here with magic.
Oh no, it is far worse than that, I'm afraid. There's a lot of information to convey, and, well, not a lot of time. So, if I may, I would like everyone's consent to share a few thoughts with you. In a very literal sense.
Oh, do you
See,
are you
I
gonna play
like-
footage?
I like you because you ask instead of just doing it. And she
It
takes the ring
takes
off.
so long to get
she
to the
takes-
point with you. Oh,
She takes
So-
the ring off, ignoring Coriel.
So everyone sees a whole bunch of things kind of moving, and like if you were playing a YouTube video, but at like a speed and a half. So what you see is a lot of Coriel and Tola looking at each other, then looking at Dibbins, and looking at each other, then looking at Dibbins. You see Dibbins open up a compartment from their robot, and a bunch of like dust and debris falls out. You see Tola and Coriel looking at the room that the break-in happened. There is a big hole in the wall. There are things that look like they're scattered about a bit. There's talking, there's gesturing to the walls, there's a lot of head scratching. And then there is the briefest moment of sound where they go. So they use this stone that absorbs arcane energies to suppress the magic in here. Odd. And then there's a fast forward to when we walk down the hall to the office and find the scene that you're looking at. And then there's another moment where you hear Coriel talk about someone used a stone to trap
Coriel
the
just
soul of this
jumps
person.
that and just inserts scene here of what Coriel saw. Just like, oh, nope, I'm hijacking your story now.
Caro is just like rubbing her temple.
Listen, it's so
Not-
much faster this way.
No. This is not why I rub my temples. I rub my temples because this is obviously a big problem, and now I understand how they got the oracle to begin with.
Correct. It seems that they have a stone that is capable of absorbing arcane energies and then some. Also, the books that they stole.
The books that they stole. Yes. Sorry, I don't mean to keep harping on this, but one of them is written by somebody I think is the perpetrator.
Well,
Cedric.
they are lying here on the floor. Well, the one that you would be looking for would be, well, I guess that would make two. The other one you would be looking for is, well, currently on the floor, and
Solus.
Without an actual soul.
Yes,
that
the
would
soul
be-
has been evacuated from his body forcibly.
They have been denied their travel to the Vale, as it were.
That's
Horrible.
what the attack was trying to do. In Samira's office. I told you, in the mirror, a figure appeared and was reaching out and had grabbed her, and she could not move, so I shattered the mirrors, and in doing so, a power bounced back at me and hit me in my spirit and sucked some of it away.
I see.
If they do that, they might actually steal all the souls that come from the festival.
Yes, that's
Going
why I
to
said
the
we need
festival.
to. That is why I said we need to stop it. That is why I've been
Correct.
saying we need to cancel this.
Also, and there's a gesture at Safrina. There was a book that was missing that might be of particular interest to you. It is a strange book written in not one language, but many.
Many
Across
languages.
all of the cultures and races of Ampistrano. That book likely contains world-altering magic.
Oh,
See,
okay.
this is why you don't allow palm-colored people to get maniacal and ambitious, okay? Because this happens. This happens.
Well, to be
Starts
very
looking
fair,
at their hands.
well, to be very fair to you, I suppose if we didn't do that, then there would be nothing for, there would be no jobs for us.
Yeah, but see, there's a difference because there is ambition that is for the good, and then there is ambition that is this, and this is bad.
Yes, like
Let
me.
us
Ambition
also,
for the good.
I suppose if you're
Kara
looking for
ignores
Cedric
Coriel.
if you were looking for Cedric Whitlock, it's probably because he was experimenting with things that ought not to be touched and decided
Yes.
he would not be ignored about it.
Yes, and now he cannot be ignored about it because he's coming in here and robbing things and stealing souls.
This is what happens when you let people listen to Leafkin Park.
Yes, they become numb to the empathy, to having empathy for others.
No, see, I thought this was when you let them listen to those, what did they call them? Those red pill podcasts, you know?
Oh, you mean the ones that tell us about how the Earth is flat,
Yes.
that the planet is flat, and how that there's a giant golem in the center that's running in circles to make it spin?
Yes.
You don't believe that? I'm sorry. Next.
Oh, don't forget about the fire genasi in the sky. That revolves around us. That keeps us warm. It goes around the edge of the disc.
Yeah, I mean, it has to go
Yeah,
around
with
the edge of
y'all.
the disc to keep all the lizard people warm, right? Okay.
Well, it's
yeah.
to make so it goes around the edge of the disc to keep.
I resent
making
that
the water.
remark.
It makes the water evaporate faster, so it doesn't go away. And then it goes into rain, and then it rains down, and that's how we get the water cycle.
We are
One-
far
giant
highly
Genasi.
evolved past lizard. Thank you very much.
While,
I was
while
not
they're
referring to you. Thank you very much. Stop thinking that everything is about you. This is
Well.
this is why I can't be in the same room as you most of the time.
Well, isn't it?
No, I will not make a perception check. Jordan.
So,
I refuse.
Thank you,
So-
Tola.
allow me to add one more thing to our list of concerns, of which there are many.
Is that for everybody to make that perception check? Okay.
30-20.
Dirty.
Sorry, to give
Wait,
everyone at home, I asked everyone if they could do a perception check for me, please. So,
Everyone at home, roll a perception check.
yep, if you want
Everybody-
to roll on,
everybody
go
do
for
it.
it.
In the chat, quick.
That perception check, because thankfully we're indoors, is a 24.
You know what? I'm going to use one of my inspirations.
Do it.
I don't like a 7. That's a bad roll.
Yeah, I get it.
All right, that's a 14. I'll take that one.
Okay. All right. Everyone that rolled a 17 or higher.
Well. Stab me right in the ribs with that one.
Sorry, love you.
It's fine. It's fine.
You feel like you're being watched.
Of course we are. All right. Show
Oh,
yourself.
Is there a reflective surface
Satisfaction
in
me.
here?
Mirror. It takes you a minute, Kara, to realize, but this is that figure that you saw reaching out for Samari. It clicks that they had been standing in this office, seemingly, when that attack was launched.
So, what everyone hears is, be on your guard. We are being observed. And I do not believe that there's anybody with good intentions who would be observing in this section
How big is
of
the
the
mirror?
archives.
It's like a full-length mirror. Like if someone was kind of just modeling their outfit, you kind of see...
Why do you need a full length? See, this is the problem. Why do you need a full length mirror in your office at the library?
I
And then
I
I'm
throw-
gonna.
I was gonna say I'm gonna throw a dagger at the light. Throw a dagger at the mirror.
Sure. You do see it's towards the corner, and you can see there's a series of robes, so probably Talil like quickly changing out before meetings or any kind of ceremonies, things like that.
It's like Coriel looks at, is that even a real question? You should have a full-length mirror everywhere you are so you can admire yourself and make sure you look as good as you possibly can.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, what were you doing, Tola?
Throwing a
dagger.
Throwing a dagger at the mirror.
Yes, and when a hand reaches through that mirror and strangles you, then you will learn your lesson, I hope.
Do they hear the mirror just breaking in the background?
Yep. Nothing
Well,
happens.
that takes care of that, I suppose.
Lingering feeling of still being watched.
Oh, I have an idea. I'm gonna run to my steel defender and open up his leg and pull out a broom, and I'm gonna sweep.
So you're just like running down the hall?
No, he's right behind us. He's always like a foot behind us, like always.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Behind us. It's creepy. Like it's uncomfortable. It's like that awkward like big guy just over your shoulder always. I'm gonna pull out the broom and I'm gonna put it all in one pile and I'm gonna go no, and I'm gonna make it dirty. I'm gonna prestidigitate it to make
Love
it dirty, so it's no longer reflective.
Okay.
No peeking.
Okay.
So I'm gonna shove it all into like one little cube.
Okay. Presence is still there.
Everyone,
Flickers for a moment, but it's present.
gather near me, please.
Is it coming from the actual mirror, or is it just we just feel it around
Why
us?
don't you make an Arcana check?
I want to do a thing too.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm also.
Okay.
Yeah, you all can check.
Nice. 19.
19.
I crit again. 25.
God damn, Bear.
13.
Bear got
Dice.
this.
That is a total of
Get it fair. Get him.
17.
17.
Wait, 15. I'm sorry.
15. Oh, how dare. No, it's fine. Anyone that rolled above a 17. Sorry, Timples. Interestingly enough, the presence of being watched isn't coming from the mirror. The glassy eyes of a tiefling on the ground have been kind of slowly trained upon all of you.
Wait, the person who's like dead. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Soulless person?
the soulless person.
won't
So
do this.
seemingly, potentially, whoever's watching is using the tiefling as a vessel to kind of keep an eye on all of you.
Can I just grab a one of his robes and put it over his head?
1000% you can.
Like a bird.
I just drag it.
Go
to sleep.
You just
I-
put it over the cage. Shut the fuck up.
It's your boss.
It's
so,
nighttime now.
Like,
You
it's
believe
boss's
that?
nap time. Like,
Bossy, go night night.
bossy go night night.
What are you doing? Oh, somebody.
If he
it's
can't
coming.
see us, if it can't see us, we can't see him.
Well, maybe this will allow him to not hear us, and I used thaumaturgy to just make it sound like from around it, a lot of thunder.
Sure.
Now you're gonna deafen the bodies. He's come back with their soul, and they won't be able to hear.
Well, that's
Fantastic.
not my
That'll
fault.
be fine.
He should have kept their soul inside the body. So that's not my fault.
Got a point.
I'm gonna add on to the thaumaturgy by using prestidigitation to just make like tinkling bells like
Sure.
in that area to like sort of mask as much of our conversation as
Sure.
possible.
1000%.
We can
We're
also go- we
don't
can
worry
go
about
talk in-
masking the conversation because we're all speaking telepathically.
We could also just go talk in the hallway.
I can link all of you. I have
We could
enough
just-
telepathy.
we could just take 5 steps to the left and
Or
close
we
the
could
door,
keep
and then-
talking in our minds, and you
I
don't have to speak
you're
out
so
loud.
You're so
Ahem.
loud in my head. It's just it
Might.
hurt every time you utter a word. It just hurts like right here, right here.
Excuse me.
Every time.
As we are, I believe, unless we have anything further to discuss, perhaps it might be best if we just left. There are people to warn.
Correct. Before we do that, do I know what the artifact looks like? The artifact. I'm playing a lot of Baldur's Gate.
A mood. Are you talking about the amethyst tiger, or are you talking
Yeah,
about
the
something else?
amethyst tiger.
Yep. You all have seen it. It's come out for specific ceremonies. The amethyst tiger, for instance, is the Felk's representation of the link to the veil. Other places around Ampistrano use different things like pearls or opals for fairies, things like that, to kind of help ferry souls and spirits to the other side, to the veil, but also to other planes. So this is the amethyst is specific to Felk.
All right. So I'm gonna cast locate object.
Okay.
And I'm gonna concentrate on that for 10 minutes to see if I can feel it. 10,000, no, not 10,000, 1,000 feet off you. And if it is in motion, or you know the direction of its movement.
Okay. Nothing. Actually, I'll say this. You can kind of feel very faint threads. Again, we've talked about signatures kind of being left around this room. This crime scene that you've all stumbled into. This one doesn't just fade, the signature you're following. It gets erased completely.
Oh.
So potentially maybe you're being blocked.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So Frina, I
Yes.
unfortunately might have to ask you, how skilled are you with the knife?
Oh, very skilled, love.
That will serve you well, it seems. So, I would propose that our first stop is the Antarian.
Oh no, they're attacking! The speed bikes are coming!
Roll initiative. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, fuck.
That's all of us leaving.
Yeah.
Bye.
That's all of us get the fuck out of here. It's about to go down bad. We can't be here with this shit.
It's like when you see somebody running and you just go ahead and run with them. You're just like, know what? I ain't even trying to see what you're dealing with right now.
I would like to hide and not fight.
That black response is like, oh, nope, I'm out. I'm out too.
So Sifrina's just gonna stand up. Her horns are just gonna light up a little bit. Huh. Seems like I cannot actually detect where the object is coming from because I am being blocked. I do not like that. And
Well.
as soon as I find that, I'm gonna put an arrow between their eyes. So let's find this person.
Offhand, do you just hear like an offhand suggestion? You know, I have heard that in some magical talents, they like to try to read into the, like, I guess, what was it? Into the black, into the negative? I cannot remember, but it is well, when I can't do something, let me figure out how close I can do to the place I can't do it, and that might tell me where things are.
I see what you mean.
Roll an intelligence check on that. I don't know what you just said.
I'm just like, can I translate this?
April is confused, but Dibbins is high int.
Bruh. All right. Before we leave this room, I want to do one thing.
Sure.
I want to make sure there's nothing hidden.
Okay.
No traps, no hidden doors, objects, creatures. And I'm able to get advantage on that using my ability called Sharpened Senses.
Heck yeah.
Great. Wonderful. Fantastic. That was not the best of my rolls. But you know what? We'll take a 14.
Okay.
Taking a lot of those today.
It's been not good.
Listen, the bad rolls out today.
It's like I rolled a 9 and a 3, and I was like, oh, cool.
Oof.
Cool.
Okay. You don't sense anything else. There's nothing really magical left in this room. It's kind of been picked over.
Mm-hmm.
But you do see something on the ground as you had kind of maneuvered around Helderwood and kind of, I'll give this to you since you saw it in the vision that they had appeared to be writing something in their own blood on the ground. What languages do you speak?
And I speak. Oh, damn it. Come on. Common, Draconic, Elvish, Goblin.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
And telepathy.
Okay.
Wait, what does everyone else speak? Because we all see the writing, right?
I mean, if I can't speak it, I'm going to grab hands.
Yeah, that's what I'm anticipating. Okay.
I speak
Hey,
Common, Draconic, Giant, Infernal, and Marquesian because I just picked a random one.
Okay.
What the hell is Marquesian?
Right?
Yeah, I just picked a random one.
It's critical role shit.
Okay. I go change it.
I got Celestial, Common, and Dwarvish.
Okay. Good.
I got Abyssal,
Please tell me Dibbins could
Celestial,
read it.
Elvish, and Falcon, of course.
Okay. So with
Please
this,
tell me that Dibbins gets to translate for Coriel.
honestly, kind of. Kind of.
Goblin's smarter than you.
Because Dibbins, I'm gonna say you have the ability, having been working in the archives for an extended period of time, you have proficiency with all languages. So, you are able to read basically everything. How much you
I'm
retain,
literally
that is
rich.
up to you, but you are able to read it at least. So you can see immediately, I'll give this to Dibbins then, because this will make it a little bit easier. It's written in 8 or 9 different languages, this kind of coding.
Boy.
I think first Dibbin walks up. Yes, so this is at least 9 different languages. I understand why you couldn't read it. It says...
It's in Celestial, it's in Infernal, it's in Elvish, it's in Falcon, it's in a number of different languages, so that's why there's a little bit of confusion. But basically, it looks like it's not necessarily a specific message, but a symbol of a clock striking 11 o'clock. And
This means... Yeah, go ahead.
striking 11 o'clock, showing next to it, it almost looks like, for a moment, digits on an actual clock itself, and you realize it's the different moons of Ampistrano lining up. Miniature calendar. And some kind of thread being pulled away. In the different languages that are being represented, basically, it talks about the potential for what this ceremony could be turned into, which is instead of siphoning these souls to the veil and where they're supposed to go, to going towards a creature known as the Great Leviathan. And that is where we're going to take our break.
Hey.
So basically just confirming all of Caro's conspiracy theories.
Basically.
Everything we know
That's
is
what
right.
happened.
And that is what... Yeah.
Sorry y'all, again, I don't know what's going on with my mic. My mic, I'm looking at it, is fully up in the gain, like I'm yelling in my ears currently. I don't know what's going on. Yay,
You
tech.
sound good to me. Like,
Yeah,
you
so
sound
I
fine to
don't
me.
know.
Okay,
I think it
apparently
might
on
be a-
Twitch,
I
I'm
mean, for
very
your
quiet.
mic to be all the way up, you are a little low on my end,
Yeah,
I
it's
think,
all
but
the way up.
But
Currently.
Prince-
I can hear you.
On the other side, Prince is extremely loud.
I know, I've lowered.
am I still?
Yeah.
bit.
You've been going into red, so I lowered everyone
I've
down.
adjusted it.
So, listen.
I'll do
it's
it
tech
again on the
issues.
break.
It's
Don't
all
worry.
Got
good.
a lot of things to say.
Yeah. But we're going to take a quick break. It's 4:52, so we're going to actually take a much shorter break today because we got a bit more stuff, and I'm trying to not keep us all late today. Yeah, we're going to take about a 5-minute break, but stay tuned, and we have a lovely little ad reel from Idle Champions, which you should go check out their game because it's awesome. All right, y'all. We'll see you all shortly. See you in a bit.
Pick up your gear and open your chests. Throw on your armor and head out on a quest. Hey, hey. It's a brand new day. On the Sword Coast, your allies will help with blades and bows and magic as well. Hey, hey. Heroes on their way. Fighting together against overwhelming odds. Together, invader of multiple gods. Idle chests, throw on your armor and head out on a quest. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. On the slow coast, your allies will help with blades and bows and magic as well. Hey, hey, heroes on their way. Fighting forever against overwhelming odds. Fighting together in favor of multiple gods. Idle champions of the forgotten realms. Idle champions, adventure never ends. Idle champions, get your wall and there. Idle champions, you will say it again. Idle champions.
Leaving the one chick in the Temple of Shar, and she gets mad about it. And she leaves because I don't take her with me because she angers me.
And welcome back, everyone.
So
God's favorite
Didn't know.
fucking princess. Let's fucking go.
she's not that good.
Hopefully our
Favorite
volume is better. Apparently Zoom was having a time, so please let us know in the chat. And apologies. Thank you for your patience. As I'm getting sent more Baldur's Gate things.
See, it's the only one that you act like this
It's
for.
true.
Only one. Only one.
Okay, well, how about this one? Hold on.
Dude, that last one
Why?
was.
Why? Now I have to wait to see what this.
About this one.
No.
What's going on in that one?
Oh shit!
I know what's going on in that one.
Yeah.
Took me a minute.
Oh no!
See, you didn't even act even close the same at all.
No, it's not.
Actually, yeah.
No, it's not the same. I was watching.
Not
it.
even the same. See? See?
You get speechless
Conde's
whenever
at home.
he
They
shows
keep
You
up.
do.
sending me pictures of Astaria to Karlak and very
The
thirsty
thirstiest of
positions.
thirst
It's very
traps.
thirsty. It's fine.
We
So,
are
while
this
we're-
close to Rule 34.
That's
We're
gorgeous.
this close.
So while we're here, while Jordan is recovering from a current experience, we would encourage you to take the casual moment in your afternoon to go to Ko-fi.com/DND
Or go
and
to
just
our
add some
Patreon.
holiday cheer.
Give her enough money to buy the body pillow.
Yes.
Jordan,
No.
get
Drop that body
$65.
pillow
Get
Hold
in
on,
the
Where's
chat
that
so
body pillow
people
link?
know.
Where's that
Or
body pillow
experiment.
link? Get Jordan
That's
a Christmas
gorgeous.
gift.
See,
And
it's
get-
not the same.
But it's just gorgeous.
I know it's
Anyways.
gorgeous. But
No,
like,
that
you
reaction
sat
is
there
not
and
the
said,
same.
I had the same reaction to so
Help
and so
us
and so
get
and
No,
so.
you
Jordan
saw
a
that
body
No,
that
pillow.
Astaria.
I don't
You
want
go.
a body pillow. Go to our Patreon.
I don't know which
Go
direction I'm posting.
anyways, y'all.
Get Jordan this
We're
body
we
pillow.
are gonna get Jordan a body.
Oh yeah, that's
Give me a body
happening.
pillow. No.
It's happening,
Anyways.
This
sweetheart.
specific one.
Party pig.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay.
Because of the
Welcome
backside.
back, everybody, to Ampistrano. Messy
Because
as
of the back shots.
hell. Lordy be, too gay for this shit. If you were just catching us, the group has finally all convened together and has started to piece together some of the mysteries and bullshit that's been happening around Felk over the last couple days, couple hours. Between a attempted murder, a stolen soul, several stolen books. I'm not even looking at the Zoom chat anymore. as well as an amethyst tiger, which had been used for a number of ceremonies as well, all seemingly potentially interwoven with God, I looked over and I shouldn't have. All seemingly interwoven in some way, shape, or form as the group has come together. I've literally forgotten the rest of what we were doing because now.
If y'all want Jordan to forget what we're doing, what you're doing, just send her pictures of a pasty ass white man from a Baldur's Gate 3. And
I kind of wish we could share all these, but we would have to then be Ampistrano after dark.
Well, hey, maybe that'll be in a Patreon thing.
It's in our Discord.
If we get enough.
Give us money and we will just do nothing but show Jordan's sexy Astarian photos for an after show and see how long it takes for her to.
And what it's called is, it's a section called Beyond the Veil.
I love that.
I quit. So yeah, that has been what has transpired as Dibbins was just able to translate a bit of messaging that was written in blood on the floor right by Talil Helderwood's remaining body that was still breathing. Speaking about the ceremony tonight, as well as the fact that these souls could potentially be siphoned to feed a great beast known as the Leviathan, and that is where we pick up. So Devin, all of this information has just been given to you.
Sorry, I was doing evil. I was not paying any attention. That is my fault. Okay, Coriel. So I'm gonna explain this very slowly for you. See, these represent the moons of Ampistrano, and this is like a calendar. So a calendar is a item used to tell periods.
Do you want me to yell in your head?
You haven't stopped.
Well, I'm not right now. So explain this to me like someone who actually knows what the fuck they're doing.
At this,
right.
At this moment, what you see, everybody
Was
sees.
your short answer just Carol was right after you said that?
Yep.
Coriel just stands up, walks out of the room.
DM, just on a note, do I know whether Talil works for the Antarian or not?
So Talil does not, all of you would know this, Talil does not work for, I mean, you all technically work for the Antarian, but Talil is not actually a part of the Antarian. They're kind of a liaison between, kind of like Samari is for the Colodrus, kind of the liaison between the Antarian and then the outer rings of Felk that kind of govern the different areas. That work a little bit more closely with like Carmen, things like that. They kind of, they're known as kind of floaters within the community because they're able to move around. The Antarian is kind of secluded for the most part.
Okay, second question.
Sure.
Like, in terms of their positions, are Samira and Talil in about the same position in their respective areas?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So, if that is the case, dear Dickinson, thank you for the information. Well, it seems that they are interested in having some dealings with middle management. And apparently they already had some. It seems that that one over there was working with them for some purpose or other before their passing. And if they have also attacked Samira, as you have stated earlier, then, well, I suppose everybody in about that position might be in danger. So, whoever Samari is will need increased security, along with anyone in the other organizations who are the same. I have no idea who this person is would be in Sparks, for example, but we should probably get to it.
Would it not be Carmen? Is Carmen not the top?
Well, Sir Helderwood here was a wielder of powerful magics, but not necessarily the head of an organization. And
But
I
Samari
suppose
is the head of the organization.
Oh. Oh, I suppose that means Samari, Carmen. Oh. We have a lot of people to talk to, don't we?
Was this guy not Jordan? Was he not the main archivist?
No, he was. He was the
Okay,
main.
that's what I
So
thought.
Javian was studying
Javian is
underneath
like-
him to take over.
Yeah, he's an apprentice.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Talil was the main, but the archive in itself is largely separate because it's an active place of study, but not like the Caladrius or Sparks is, where there's your own discoveries of things happening. The archive is obviously those discoveries then being reported here and recorded. So it operates under a different kind of rules. It's kind of an anomaly amongst the group.
I need to go warn Samari. I mean, the
Feel like
pack
it's-
already has her on edge, but I need to make sure that she is safe.
As you should. I believe we have a number of things to do. And, well, after I talked Corey out of her moments of dreadful shame and disgrace,
She hates being proven wrong. It is very odd.
she's a Leo.
That does make a lot of sense. Yes.
Now, that being said, we should go to our respective places, probably find the heads of a number of departments, and let them know that they are more than likely under attack. However, and you see a microphone materialize. I would suggest that we be prepared for the worst in the form of, well, we might find out that some of the people that we are going to warn might be like this one here and be more aware of the situation and possibly more involved than we would like for them to. And then the microphone evaporates.
Jordan, how far away is the Caladrius from where we are right now?
Probably like a 10-15 minute walk.
Okay.
Can I get another perception check for me, please? From everyone.
Oh my god.
Maybe we're gonna summon the microphone. Just wait. Today's gonna be the
Day.
day. That brings me back to you.
11.
11,
19.
19,
22.
22.
24.
There it is, Dimples.
13.
13. Okay. The cloak that had been pulled over
Sorry,
Helderwood.
23.
23.
I know how to do math.
It's okay. Listen, it's been a long day. The cloak that had been pulled over Helderwood's body seems to be shifting.
Ought to
Moving.
go.
Hold on. I can fix that.
Shove him in your steel defender and let's go.
I'm just gonna pull. I have woodworking tools, so I'm just gonna nail the cloak to the floor.
Okay. You start to hear the sound of ripping, because the movement is not of someone trying to get up. It seems as if there is something that is happening to this body. It is
Well, I
I'm
mean,
gonna
we
peek
haven't.
underneath
growing.
it.
It is shifting.
I'm gonna.
Is it-
Can I like mage hand it away?
Sure, you could
I
try.
want to touch this shit. I could try.
You can try.
I don't like that. I'm not going to do it. I don't fucking like that. You
Okay.
can try.
I mean, you can
If
certainly
I
try.
look, I'm gonna peek underneath it.
Okay. You see that Helderwood's kind of glassless eyes that have been all whited out. There's a faint look of red starting to emit from the irises. The skin on Helderwood's face almost starting to wither into purple and elongate into almost like a withered corpse, like something that had been mummified.
Sephiris, Sephiris, we have a problem in this room.
I need your assistance.
I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Oh.
Right when you say that, Biblo is standing over him, about to just start pounding onto the ground.
Biblo?
Biblo?
That's my Biblo. He's my skill
Biblo
defender.
tech.
Oh.
Yeah.
Biblo tech.
Yeah.
That took me a second.
Donde está el biblioteca? He is right here.
I got it.
Esta
Alright.
es la casa de mi tía. No, gracias. Soy alérgico a los crustáceos.
Let's go.
Ooh,
Bibliomech. I love that,
He's a
actually.
bibliomech.
Love that.
His name was going to be Dewey.
Seriously?
Oh, like the Dewey
Cool.
Decimal System. I like it. Hey.
Oh, like
like
Dewey,
Biblo.
Huey, and Louie.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was
Never mind.
thinking. I was
I
like,
mean, I do like the
Woo!
DuckTales a
Over
lot.
here now. All right, Coriol.
the
let's
danger,
do 18.
what's behind you? There's a stranger out to find you.
Copyright laws. Copyright laws.
All right.
Nah, they don't mess around.
20 to 25.
I'm not that perfect of a pitch.
20 to 25. Cool.
Oof.
Okay. 15 to 20. I got Coriol at 18.
Erp.
You have Tola also at 18.
Okay. So you all can either, thanks to a wonderful thing that April designed, you choose to go together as like an anime power move together, or you can change off turn to turn.
I decided that.
Anime power moves. Let's go.
You did it for a one shot, and I really liked it.
cool.
So I'm gonna give you full credit for that because that was your idea.
Thanks.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah. So you two can strategize how you would like to and take your turn together. Cool. 15 to
Okay.
10. All right.
13.
All right. Cool. 10 to 5. Wow. 5 to 1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
9.
What?
Go ahead.
4.
4?
9.
You just say 9. She said 10 to 5 and you didn't raise your hands. And then you just said 5 to 1 and you threw your hands up and said 9.
5.
And I'm just like,
Wait, what? She said 10 to something else.
I said
9
9
No,
to
she
5.
definitely said 10 to 5.
I
And then
thought,
you waited till
I
she said
thought
5
10
to 1. Till you raised your
yeah.
hand.
I was like,
Damn.
you said 9.
like 10 to 15.
Cool. Amazing. Oh my god. All right.
What, do you want my initiative or not?
I already have it. It's a 9. God damn it.
So natural 1.
Oh, Sabrina, it's okay. You were so concentrating on things.
I was looking at Carlac, so that's fine.
I mean, hey, that's also
You're
a good
welcome.
thing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
all
not
right.
according to you, actually, Jordan. Not according to your reactions.
Yikes.
Ew.
Flames on the side of my face. Okay. First up is Hilderwood, who you can see as his body is kind of shifting on the floor as he's kind of sitting up, but giving these kind of almost electrical kind of movements, almost like there are ripples of energy kind of moving through him as his features are continuing to change. He goes from his normal 6-foot stature to 7-8 feet. His arms elongating, as you see now on his right arm. What used to be some kind of very light armor has morphed into this massive blade, which he raises up in the air, and he is going to make an attack against Dibbins. Because Dibbins, you were right there.
Jordan,
What
that's
in
gross
the
and I
name
love
of
it.
the hunting star is this?
Natural 20. For the
Oh! On Dibbins?
on Dibbins.
Oh!
I need you to make a spirit savings throw.
Can I roll one of my inspirations
You
and
can.
deduct
I'll allow
from
it.
that roll?
Yep.
Oh shit, hell yeah.
I will allow
I
that.
refuse.
We can do that? We can do that?
How did we
I
do
will
that
allow
again?
it for
How
this
did we do it again?
So it is your
Huh?
spirit score, which should be a +3.
7.
Minus 4. Oh.
Oh no.
I
Oh,
rolled a 4.
Okay.
That's a 7.
Well, I rolled a 4 on my inspiration. What? Because does that
Yep,
take
so
away
that
the
would give a
crit?
4, so that's 11.
also,
Oh,
we're going
okay.
to use my reaction, and let me roll my
Okay.
manifestation die first, real quick. See if I can do this without fucking myself up. Okay, yeah, I can. No
Okay.
strain on that. I am going to use a ability called Bolster Ego. It is a reaction. It's instantaneous. If the creature's within 30 feet of me, I can psionically strengthen the body and mind of that creature, making the saving throw and give them advantage on the save.
Okay, so go ahead and roll again.
Please reroll.
What am I
Both of
rolling?
you,
Oh, my
both
spirit.
you and Fair. So
I'm just
Oh,
sitting there,
okay.
huh? I'm really fucking cool, aren't I? And I'm rolling
Oh,
again.
I got an 11 on
11.
my thing.
Okay.
Oh, that's a D8. That's not a D20. Where's the D20 button?
This will reduce the amount of damage that is gonna. Oh no.
Use
I
one.
rolled a April. I used a 3 that time. I rolled a 3, so
Okay.
6. So it's better.
Plus 11.
Plus 11, so that's 14. So 14 will
April.
be taken off of the total roll.
I will not use my inspirations.
Okay.
I will not do
Why?
it.
Why?
I'm saving them. I'm saving
I-
them.
For what?
You know why? You know why?
Jordan, I have a question. Was this a spell or it was just an attack?
It's an attack
It's
that
just an
has
attack.
spell
It's
You gotta take by
components to it.
attack.
It's
Yeah.
fine. Everyone,
does
it's
it
fine.
count
It's
as a
the first
spell?
It counts as a
It's
regular
a one
attack.
shot.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Oh, it counts as a regular attack. Okay,
Yeah.
so not actually a spell.
No,
just-
no.
We're 2,000 years in the
Okay.
past. Dibbons is gonna die.
Oh my god, you always want your little
Yeah, you
guys
do,
to
you
die.
do. Okay.
Because they never will.
So, thank goodness you had some amazing friends to assist you with this, because it would have been 33 points of spiritual damage to you. Instead, it'll only be 15.
That's half my spirit, I think.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, because you had 3 times mine, so yeah, that's
Yep.
half.
Oh my god.
As this creature just raises this blade, in fact, its entire arm up in the air, and just rockets it down on Dibbons. Dibbons, you're kind of just caught off guard for a moment, feeling for a moment as Coriel and Caro, how are you assisting with trying to kind of lend your energies to assist Dibbons with this attack? They still take the direct hit, but visually, what does it look like?
For Coriel, it looks like she touches her head and pushes her hand forward, and literally like a sheen of sapphire just forms around Dibbons, like a little bit of armor just from my skin, almost just curling around you and then breaking as the spell is done.
Love it.
To kind of add on to that flavor for Caro, it is like she sort of flicks her fingers out and like a shield, like almost like a bubble of a force field of like amethyst like forms around Dibbons as well, like sort of adding on to the armor, the sapphire armor that kind of shimmers onto them.
Sure.
So it's just like they're shielded and they have this armor, this magical armor type situation going as this attack hits.
Dibbons, you feel energy being drained out of you. What does your soul look like? What color is it? The smell, the sound?
Of your soul?
Yeah.
Of Dibbon's soul, it smells like rusted metal and books, like an old workshop. It smells like his workshop and library.
Sure.
And the sound you hear is of just shredded paper, just paper being shredded as his soul's ripping out of his body.
And you see that energy coalescing, lighting up the blade with that same color of soul magic that's now been imbued within the blade. That is it.
And
for
a little
its-
bit more flavor. You see Biblo's eyes get a little bit dimmer.
Love that. All right. Coriel and Tola, you're up. Caro, you're on deck.
What you got, Tola?
Well, would you mind being a bit of a distraction? It seems that I'm going to have to. And you see, it looks like they're about to throw up in their mouth a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Going to have to touch that.
And in your head, you hear, it can't be worse than touching Dibbins' hand.
Look. I just, like, there is, like, a focused moment of, look at it.
I said what I said.
I know that this is normally my part in the party, but please be a distraction. And then
I
I'm
got
going
it.
And I am going to approach the creature and need that creature to make a wisdom saving throw. I am going to see if Choreo being a distraction makes that a disadvantage.
I'm going to use my turn.
Okay.
Since you're asked for distraction. I am going to... Yeah, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a ability called Aura Projection.
Hell yeah.
Let's see if this causes me strain. It absolutely does. All right, that's going to be cool. Anyway, the Aura Projection still works, but what I'm going to do is I'll manifest the aura of psionic emotional energy around me, allowing me to influence nearby creatures for the duration.
Okay.
When I manifest this power, for the duration, I can choose one creature within 30 feet of me, and then cause them. What I'm going to try is do sorrow. They must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or the only thing they can do in their next action is weep.
Interesting. How does a 15 look?
Like it's not enough.
There we go. Okay. It looks
It's
thoroughly
DC 17,
distracted.
by the way.
Okay. Good.
All right.
I will keep that in mind. Okay.
Tola, what you have?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Okay. Since it looks like this creature is distracted, I'm going to, like, there's whispering for the people who are listening to the whispering. It's just, sounds like Tola's having a moment where they're pleading with time.
Sure.
And they pull out a bookmark. The bookmark becomes ethereal and then it dissipates. And I need this creature to make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Hopefully this does not go well. That would be nice if it did not.
21. I'm sorry.
I'm just like, wasn't there supposed to be a distraction or some kind of disadvantage?
Oh, so it would be
here?
a disadvantage because he would be distracted. So actually, 15.
It just misses. So
Oh.
yay. This creature, like what you see is like for people who can like see all that magic stuff, that energy from the bookmark like just like covers the creature and it looks like molasses.
Love it.
This creature is slowed.
Perfect.
So -2 to AC.
Okay.
And dexterity throws, and it can't use reactions. And on its turns, it can use either an action or bonus action, but not both.
Perfect. Okay.
That's beautiful.
That's
And
amazing.
it cannot make more than one attack per turn.
Yep.
I love slow.
Slow is brilliant. Amazing job. Anything else either of you wish to do before?
I want to make sure that I am as far away as I can be, which is 30 feet away from this thing.
Sure. Perfect. Then with that, we move over to Kara. You are up. And Dibbins, you're on deck.
I am going to say my last thing that I'm going to do
Sure.
is give a bardic inspiration to Caro.
Hey.
You now have a D10.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Kara's just gonna move into a position where she doesn't hit any of her companions, and is just gonna hit this motherfucker with a 4th level fireball.
Love it. Let's go.
So you need to give me a dex save.
Okay. That's...
I as well.
Yep.
I'm angling it. I'm trying to angle it so I don't hit Dibbins.
Okay.
Is there a way for me to do that?
Yeah.
Are you a sorcerer?
No,
We're in
No, like-
an office.
Yeah, you're in an
I don't know
office.
how
I'm
big this
okay
office-
taking the hit.
Well,
Hold
I
on,
don't know
if
how
you-
big the stuff is. Okay, but no. This is
You-
why I'm
you can
this is why I'm
shape-
asking.
It's not a massive
guess-
office. It's not a
I
massive
guess
office.
it's not best. Okay,
No.
then I'm gonna spend one sorcery point to use careful spell to give Dibbins an automatic success on the dex save.
Okay, that's perfect. There we
I
go.
think also do I have spell shaping or is that a?
I was about to say, like, I think you have like the
You
ability to
should.
like
That
shape
depends
at
what
your-
kind of depends what you're playing as, because not everyone has that.
Draconic bloodline, but a gem draconic bloodline. Let me see.
Which gem are you? Fair.
Amethyst.
You would have it. That's distinct
just
to
not seeing
Amethyst
it.
for
I think it's-
Ampistrano. That is distinct to
Oh,
Ampistrano.
okay.
Amethyst.
Then
so, yeah.
in
It
that
is
case,
now.
I won't use a sorcery point,
Yep.
and I'll just make sure that it doesn't hit Dibbins as I cast a 4th level fireball.
There you go.
And what was your dex save?
Dex save wasn't great. Dex save was a 9.
Yeah, no, that fails.
Yep.
So you're gonna take 9d6 of fire damage.
Hot.
Hot.
Literally in the office.
And you're in a giant tree.
For once in your
I'm
life.
just
I'm like,
I'm
only
just-
you can prevent forest fires, but you
I'm
can
sitting-
also cause them.
I rolled it and then it went away, so let me just roll it.
All good.
I just
Because y'all are
look at but Corey, look at the artistry. They've managed to avoid all of the books on the shelf, the table lamp, the letter
38
opener.
damage.
All right, what does it look like as you're casting fireball on this thing?
So Kara sort of angles herself, so like she's trying to, and as well as shaping it, but she's trying to like, only wants to do damage to this thing, this
Sure.
entity. Moves herself out of the way and just sort of like, you see her eyes start to glow, like her eyes are gold, so they like kind of like glow bright, like an amber flame, and then like. And then just like out of her hands, like a giant fireball like starts to form as she shapes it and then tosses it out towards this creature, making sure that it sort of like diverts away from Dibbins and doesn't hit him.
Yep, you see honestly this kind of force field of magic kind of wrapping itself around Dibbins. Dibbins very cinematically, like hair moving in the wind of the heat of the fireball that's directly in front of you. Safe and sound behind that barrier. This thing is still up. Not looking great, but it didn't look great to start to for this whole thing. So amazing. Anything else you wish to do, Carol?
Let me check my bonus actions. No, I'm good for now.
All right, Dibbins, you are up. Safrina, you're on deck.
Yeah, why not? Let's do this. Dibbins is I want I'll make this thematic. The fireball goes
yeah.
off. There's fire behind Dibbins. Dibbins looks at this guy's like, we're gonna make this worse. And I'm gonna cast grease on top of the guy and the books and whatever, because I'm assuming the books are now on fire. So I'm just gonna set
everything in
this
that
room
section
on
of the
fire
office is
on
on
him.
fire. Yep.
I also need a dex of 18 save to see if they fall. They're also slowed, so they're gonna have to use their action to get up.
Yep. Misses both times because it's at disadvantage. So,
they
yeah.
fall down.
Yep.
They fall down into the fiery grease. And then I'm going to use my bonus action. What can I make my steel defender hit things? Where's my steel defender stats? Where's it stat? Oh, there's it. Sorry, I couldn't find
All
it. Stat
good.
block.
All good.
I'm gonna have my bonus action, Steel Defender. Is going to just hit him. So the guy goes down. Steel Defender just starts banging on the ground, Hulk style, with his massive fists.
Love
and he's
it.
going to do. How do I roll? Where's his attack?
You know, Corio, this would be the moment where if you're going to complain about property damage in the archives, this would be the moment. This one.
So I have to do that.
Well, the
That's a
place is
22 to
literally
hit.
pointing
That
down.
hits.
Where does stats go? I hate that when you like click to do anything else, the stats go away. So now I have to scroll and find the stats again.
It's a little tricky.
Where did I go? I just had them.
I believe in you. You got this. Savino, you're on deck. Then it's Hilderwood. Then we're back with
So you
Coriel
do
and
7
Ola.
points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to add on my ability. Wait, can I do that? Does it count if he makes an attack as my attack? Because I can do Branding Smite on that.
Why not? Let's go for it. I'm open to it.
Okay, and then you see his fists rise and they for Branded Smite, which is another 2d6. That is another 7 points of damage as Dibbins moonwalks backwards away.
Flames continue to erupt around the office as, hi, you're all within a massive tree. So a lot of this area has been very dried out, although very cared for, very dried out. So keep that in mind as we're moving forward. As we move to Safrina, you are up.
Cool. Do I get advantage since the creature is
You would.
prone?
Yep.
I'm gonna take the sharpshooter penalty.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. Yeah. So 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and well, actually, bonus action, Hunter's Mark,
Okay.
and I just point my bow right at it, and you see like this tentacle of ethereal magic just wrap around this thing. And what that was 21 to hit, and the second attack is gonna be 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Awesome. So that's 3, 11, 17 on the first hit,
Okay.
piercing damage,
Got it.
and wait, no, this is the D12. No. There it is. 19 on the second.
Okay.
Oh wait, plus 10, so
Yep.
add 20 to all of them.
Oof. As it takes those hits, not looking great at all.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Next up is Hilderwood, who is not looking great. Let's see, what's he gonna do? Yeah, I think this would be it. I need.
Is it a spell?
It's an ability.
Okay.
I
Fucking
need.
spell.
Yeah, I need everyone in the room to make a spirit savings throw, please.
And when is that bardic? A D10?
It is.
Okay, just.
Nat 20.
Nice.
15.
15.
I'm sorry, what do I add again?
It's a
3.
+4 for you.
+4.
Oh wait,
Okay.
if mine went down, does my plus get lower?
No, it's still the same.
Thank you.
It's still the same.
What do I add to that? Never
For
mind,
you, it's a
an extra one.
+3 as well.
I think it's a +3 for me too.
Yep, it's a +3. Literally, the only person that has above is Caro because of what Caro does.
I am going to go ahead and blow one of these inspirations because
that's
I
fair.
am not holding on to them for no reason.
There
I'm
is a
also
reason.
rolling an inspiration.
Oh, that's
Have a
great.
reason. It just hasn't been the reason.
It's a bad reason.
Yeah,
Let's
it
just
is.
say it doesn't. I don't make it. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I just rolled that one.
Oh,
twice.
I won't use that on you.
I did too, twice.
Yeah.
21.
Okay.
Thank you for that bardic.
Yeah. Helderwood, you see the remnants of him, the flames kind of starting to almost char away this kind of monster that he has been morphed into. And for a moment you see kind of that clarification and realization of the real Hilderwood kind of coming through for a hot second before it morphs back into that creature. There's a pull, almost like a current, as each of you kind of feel yourself, not your bodies, but your souls almost being pulled into this black hole in the middle that is Hilderwood as he is pulling everything. And there's a massive explosion within this room. Those of you that got below 16 take 21 points of spirit damage.
Wait, everyone what?
Everyone who got underneath 16 or below.
Yeah.
Below 16.
Below 16.
And they take how much damage?
21.
Dibbins is dead.
Jordan!
I had 15. Dibbins is dead.
Well,
You
Not
killed
the
my
DM
favorite
looking-
character.
Not the DM
Stop.
looking shook. Not
I
that.
even said I only had 15 left a few minutes ago.
They did say
Dibbins
that.
is like, we're gonna get.
So, question.
Oh, Dibbins!
Dibbins,
that
hang
so
on real quick. Dibbins, what's the last thought that kind of enters your head as this explosion goes off?
This is gonna be a hell of a mess to clean up when we're done.
April finally got their wish of having one of her little guys die.
Yeah, April, you have had this wish for like 2 years. Like every
trying to
time Oria's leveled, she's
Ever
dead,
since-
she's dead. It's like, no.
Since Dreadful Tales, you've been trying to kill off a little guy.
Robo, what
Just
was your
know.
question?
He died for y'all.
We had to roll our spirit for the for our characters, right? Like, or
No,
did
so
you
it
just-
was whatever your spirit points from, like, Toby, that's what your counter is for your hit points. And that is your hit points and your spirit for these characters right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. As silence kind of settles, minus the roar of the flames around you, as Dibbins remains motionless. You can see
For flavor,
yeah, go for
since
it. love.
Biblo was connected to Dibbins, is Biblo's arms now just stuck in a frozen position holding this guy down?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
shit,
was
that's
banging
too
on him.
sad.
Yeah.
That's so fucking sad. No.
You can see the remnants of Dibbin's soul kind of slowly moving through the air. And after a few moments of silence, each of you kind of feel another presence entering the doorway. Seemingly, you all have made a lot of commotion in the last few minutes. Gold and ebony coming through the doorway, moving silently, and quickly followed by two other individuals. You all recognize Carmen, wearing a golden dress that is quickly billowing in the wind that she is making for herself as she's kind of rushing over to the fallen Dibbins. Yue, the fairy, spectral wings. Not you doing the gray. Behind her, and Javian looking very alarmed. No, I got you, Dimples, don't worry.
Yeah.
Let me
I was
have
gonna say,
peace.
Yeah,
Let
what's
me
this
have
for-
peace.
fucking justice for Dibbins, and also April, this is why you don't get to roll your spirit points anymore.
How much did you roll? Because I rolled.
No,
Wait.
so
I know,
so
Oria's-
Oria's
is
spirit
like
is 12.
12.
hang on. So
And I doubled it for, tripled it for this guy.
Yeah.
And I'm still dying.
so
And that's why April's not allowed to roll for her own spirit points
Never
anymore. She gets
Carmen
a 4 every fucking time.
reaches her hands out,
And I do it for the season.
kind of gently weaving together the threads of Dibbin's spirit, which have started to kind of siphon off. It's not your time yet, is it, Yue? And she kind of looks over at her partner, who kind of just gives this, like, I guess? I don't know, sure.
There is no guess. It is a yes or no question.
Right. Sorry. Carmen, go ahead. And Carmen just kind of nods. All right, I'm gonna need all of your help to help bring Dibbins back with this. We're gonna be doing a ritual, a ceremony to bring them back. If they wish to come back, it's gonna be as much Dibbins' choice it is everybody else's. So, what is everyone bringing to this ceremony?
No one wants to help Dibbins.
My
No, I
presence.
Corio's
Oh my
like, fuck
goodness.
this goblin.
Fuck this shit.
Dibbins is not coming back, unfortunately. If you're just bringing your presence along. I think Caro has a feather from Twyla, her little bird,
Yeah.
and she will, and it's like encrusted with like amethyst jewels like out towards the tip of it, and she will give that over to the ritual.
Carmen takes it lightly and kind of holds it out in the air. And you can see the threads of Dibbins' soul, which have kind of been interspersed, slowly kind of wrapping like tendrils around it, as this is the anchor reaching around. What does this feather represent to you, Caro?
It represents companionship in times of loneliness.
Okay. Can you roll a persuasion check for me, please?
Is this for Dibbins or for April?
This is for Dibbins.
If it's for April, can I have advantage?
This is for Dibbins. This is Dibbins' soul, not
If
April's
it's for
soul.
me, you know, Fair, you already have a nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all know that, I think.
Love your black
There's
and
pictures to prove it.
Persuasion is going to be a 16.
Okay. Dibbins, you feel the presence of Caro, who is a newly acquainted soul that seems to be reaching out to you. I'll let you decide if that persuasion is enough to assist you with this. As Carmen
Yes.
looks towards the remainder of the group, as there needs to be one more offering.
Oh, hold on. Then I'm not out of the game yet.
Oh,
So, right, what is it that we are doing?
We're trying to anchor the soul back, and if the soul wishes to stay, they can.
Am I aware that this is how this magic works?
Yep. It's
Okay.
very rare that these ceremonies happen. More often than not, they happen in the field of battle, not within Felk in an office.
I am rolling my eyes so hard, and then I pull out what looks to be like a soapstone. Not that they'd ever use it, but I'm going to offer this.
Sure.
And this thing is a cleansing stone. It is one of Tola's favorite things
Okay.
because of what it does, which for everyone else, it's a stone that is a foot in diameter. And when you touch the stone, you can activate it and it instantly cleans whatever you're wearing.
Love that. Okay.
I can't believe Tola's like in bringing Dibbins back is like wash your ass though.
Dibbins is the only one who's been prestidigitating this the whole time, so Dibbins is probably the cleanest one.
That's true.
why was Dibbins' hand so fucking sticky then?
Part of you watching the scene, hang on. OBS is having a moment. And we're back. Sorry, y'all. OBS is also giving issues this week.
OBS is OBS.
Yeah.
I then like say you'd probably hear it very muffled from the other side of being like, oh, and if you decide not to take me up on that, I will be taking that stone back. It's very useful, you know.
You hear Goblin, he opens his eyes and sees Caro. You're so beautiful. What's this?
Oh.
Looking at the stone and like just kind of puts it in his mouth slowly.
It's not
course
for
you do.
When when Dibbins bites the stone, I use his command word right then to clean Dibbins.
Dibbins.
What do I have
From
to
the
roll
inside out.
What do I have to roll for that?
No,
Like
we're not
you
doing
don't roll
that.
anything. You don't roll anything. It just works.
Dirty mouth, keep it clean.
Smells like spearmint now.
This is the cleanest my teeth have
Orbit
ever felt.
scum.
That was actually a really good idea. Thank you for that. That was a bad taste in my mouth from dying a little bit.
And Dibbins, you find yourself back feeling really sore. You're at 1 hit point.
Is the thing still alive?
No, Hilderwood basically like self-imploded. There's nothing left.
Didn't come back. Okay, well, I think that was everything. We're done now, right? We're done. We're done.
I don't think you're done just quite yet. And this is Yue, who's kind of spoken up. And you can kind of see Javian is standing in the doorway, kind of head in hands, just looking at the flames, kind of holding his hand out and is slowly removing. You see almost the flames getting sucked into his hand.
If I see JV, I'm gonna lean up my head to Carol. That's who I said took the books.
Right.
Right.
I know who
Javian
Javian is.
Yeah.
So, I am so very sorry for the inconvenience of you now having to run the archives.
We'll get to that in a moment. And you kind of see he glances over at Carmen, who's kind of looking a mixture of like alarm, intrigue, and also just kind of, what the fuck did we just walk into?
Yes,
All right.
someone did use fireball in the library.
Right.
No, what?
How about we
That
start
is the
from-
least of our concerns right now, and here's your biggest concern. You need to cancel the festival right now.
Right. Let's discuss this more in greater detail.
You see Corio's face when you say cancel the festivals.
I will do my best to provide that information in brief. However, I do need to tell you, the head of every single one of our governmental structures is in mortal danger at this very moment.
Well, that would explain how our morning is gone. Carmen kind of looking between Javian and Yue at this point, and you see that she's kind of been leaning to the left side. And she kind of pulls back her cloak a little bit, and you see that there are large scratch marks that are on the side of her stomach.
Are you in need of healing?
That's the thing, it's not necessarily healing. But we'll talk about this in...
I take it you have run into things that have also attacked the soul today. It seems a report is in fact necessary. Oh, I hate
Right,
to
but
be
let's
hurt.
find a better spot to talk.
So much paperwork.
I think,
So exciting.
I think the paperwork will be
Before-
the least of our worries. Yes, Kara.
Before we speak, I need to go back to Caladrius. I need to check on Samira.
She holds her hand out, and you kind of see her wincing as she's channeling magic, and you see this small orb. It's a speaking orb. So whatever you need to have said to Samari, you know this
Samari.
will go directly to her.
My name's better. Just kidding.
True.
I'm kidding. Samari. Yeah, I will just say, Samari, if you can, I think you should not be alone right now. Can you come to the archives?
We're on lockdown. Shortly after you left, there was a bit of an attack. Everyone's
Again?
safe. Everybody's secure. The other oracles are secure as well, but we're on lockdown.
I am asking after you right now.
I'm okay. I have our elite guard are with me, and we're checking on everyone as we go. But I am secure. Stay away from mirrors.
I was going to tell you the same.
By the sounds of this, you're with Carmen, and I think she has some more information which might be helpful. We're working our magic here. I've already contacted Sparks, and we're trying to see what we can do on our angles. But careful, as
Yes.
communication is slowly being cut off.
Of course.
You be careful with whom you communicate as well.
That's why I was very careful and only answered because it was Carmen.
Then I will see you soon. Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Sorry to interrupt, but what the fuck was that?
That is a fantastic question, Savino.
I would also love to know the answer.
That is a soulless. And that's where we'll pick up next week.
Oh.
So you got a little bit of fighting in today. I wasn't anticipating someone dying today, but here we are.
She left him
April,
dead
you
so I
got
could
your
finish that
wish.
fight.
You know how many points I got?
I actually forgot. So
Yours is doubled. Oh no, it's still less than everybody.
Lordy B. Thank you all so much. And again, I know we handled some heavier topic stuff today. There were some lighthearted moments, which is good too, but make sure that you are taking time for yourself and doing all of that. We will be back here next week for the Act 3, the final part of this arc, this 3-part finale that we have been doing, and then we'll be back on January 6th. Let's go around real quick. Again, say who you are, any announcements you may have, and where you can be found. Dimples, let's start with you.
Hello, I am Damp Daddy. Now, hello, Dimples and Dice, Prince all around whatever. Dimples and Dice all around the internet, Prince or Amir, it doesn't matter. Those are all my names. You can find me next over on Laugh Love Lindy's channel on Wednesday at 8 p.m. We're doing Call of Cthulhu. We ran into a tentacled monstrosity that was speaking to us in a childlike voice and looking at us with multiple eyeballs and trying to eat us. So that was what we escaped. No. And I think my character is now permanently traumatized. Please and thank you. So we'll see what happens next time as we go with the aftermath of that. It'll be Wednesday. Outside of that, you can't find me except on X or Blue Sky or whatever, making awful puns about the fantastic situation my belly was in.
Oh my God.
Amazing. Thank you, Dimples. Let's over to Sin.
Sorry, Sin will not be coming to the microphone at this time.
Okay.
However, they have authorized me to tell you that they will be streaming tomorrow morning at approximately 11:30 a.m. their time, and that is where you can find them, along with being there for Tech Talk Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern on, Thursday. They will also be here next week. More importantly, I will be here next week.
Amazing.
Amen.
Love it. Robo.
You should unmute yourself.
Son of a bitch. Hello, everybody. My name is Robo Goblin. You can find me everywhere at TTRP Gifts. And I don't have anything to announce, but this was fun. Pretty cool. And no, this actually was pretty cool. But thank you, everybody.
Love you, Robo. You're amazing. April, who's back?
Hi. I'm back. Oh shit, I broke that. I'm April. You can find me over there as April Raygun. I just broke a pin in my hand, so I'm gonna keep my hands down. Yeah, that's it. That's me.
Love it. And true owner of this channel, I am just here. Fair.
Hi, I'm Farron. You can find me here next Saturday, same time, for the conclusion of this arc. If you like the sound of my voice, you can hear it on Taking Initiative Season 3, Sword and Sheet. It is a Pathfinder 2E campaign set in a homebrew world. And then, I guess keep an eye on my socials and or my channel because I might start low-key streaming again this month with some Baldur's Gate because
I might convince
we're gonna make bad decisions.
Fair to stream. We just stream fucking our terrible Baldur's Gate decisions. Let's do that.
I want to play. I want to play with you.
Play.
Hello.
You don't have it on PS5. This has been the problem.
I have my PS5. I
guys are
just
all
need to connect it, and then I'm good.
So currently, you do not have it on PS5 because if it's not connected,
I will hook it up tomorrow.
Someone buy me a
Robo,
copy
you
of
have it on
PS5 to
PS5?
play with.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
That's the only way Robo's been playing.
Yeah.
Robo waited like me.
Make it happen.
We'll do it. All the
But yeah,
things.
so I will be co-op or not. It will be bad decisions being made in Baldur's Gate. So
Love it.
But I won't have a schedule, so you'll have to be surprised whenever I go live.
Amazing. And hi everyone, I'm D&D Jordan Lee, she, her, they. I will be streaming here tomorrow as we might be finishing this run of Baldur's Gate because we don't have much left to do, truthfully, so we'll see. And then I'm going to probably be playing some Dead by Daylight because they have the winter event coming up. And probably more Baldur's Gate because that's my hyper focus and that's my comfort game right now. So that's what we're doing, you know, doing things that make us happy. Next week I'll be back here for Ampistrano, the season finale. And then next Sunday, Goblin Katie and I are going to be doing a charity stream Baldur's Gate run honor mode, raising money for Take This. So your donations will make all of the decisions as we're playing Baldur's Gate. So we might die a lot. It's going to be great.
What does otter mode mean?
Honor mode.
Honor. I heard otter,
Nope,
and I was like, what the fuck are you talking
I'm
about?
playing. Prince and I are gonna play honor mode. Prince,
Honor mode. So
we're playing we're making our twins. We're doing it.
If you're unfamiliar with honor mode, when you die, that's it. It starts over. That's it. There's nothing else. So
only if you TPK.
Correct. Which it's with Goblin Katie and I, so it's very high the likelihood of this happening.
I'll take your word on it.
Yep, especially with chat voting and making those donation decisions. Yeah, it's pretty high. So we'll be doing that, and I'll be streaming some more because I am full-time content creating right now, so that's where we are at. But we are going to get out of here. Again, thank you all for spending your afternoon with us. Take care of yourselves. We're going to head over to Athena Bean, who's live for their last hour of their 24-hour stream. So we're going to head over there. They're playing some Disney Dreamlight. I think it's a nice way to kind of just calm down. Make sure to use that raid call, y'all. And thank you so much. We'll see you all next time Beyond the Veil. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I can see it.